It's the 3 on PLAX TV.
Yeah.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy PLAX back with another episode of the 3 on PLAX TV. And today, I got a very special guest, the future president of the United States, the future mayor of Buffalo, Angel Rosado, fucking, the GOAT. Round of applause.
Snaps are on for the class. Snap for the class.
Angel, how you doing, man?
I'm on location where they filmed the R&P podcast, so you know
This is where they filmed the R&P podcast.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool to tell people someday when it's like,
You've been on the R&P podcast twice, multiple times. But we're not here to talk about R&P today. Hopefully, Rick don't think I'm cheating or anything like that. This is not the R&P podcast. This is the 3 on PLAX TV. Angel, what you here for, man? What we talking about today?
So today I was sitting at home and I had a thought because I was reading a bunch of articles about the NBA, watching videos on my phone, hearing different things about different situations, and I realized we're in for pure chaos the next 2 years in the NBA.
Okay. So what made you think that? We could get into it.
So there's going to be there's the potential for an abnormally large amount of star players and high-level role players to move teams drastically the next 2 years for various reasons from various teams. So, and this could be one of the largest landscape shakeups the NBA has seen in a good amount of time.
It was something we talked about off camera too, how you felt like contenders would drop off quickly and some teams that are either decent or maybe not too good may rapidly get better.
Yeah, there are some teams that are supposedly really good right now, are hopefully going to be really good, just for them, because we all want to see good basketball.
Right.
But I think their situation is about to blow up like completely, and they're going to be pretty bad for a good little while. Some longer than others, but they're going to be pretty not entertaining to watch very soon.
Well, me personally,
they're going to be some real cheap tickets very soon for some of these games.
Shit, damn. Yeah, once the ticket prices drop, you're done. But me personally, I think Philly is over. I think the process, all that cute shit they've been talking about all these years, I think is done. And I think the first chance Embiid get, he gonna get the fuck up out of here.
See, that's where I differ, and I have Philly in one of my later conversations. Because they can go both ways in a matter of just these 2 years, and it could be nuts. I think for some of the more the teams to first get into would be some of the ones that are a little more like just build over time. I'd say those bad or decent teams going to be good very soon. Teams like Oklahoma City, shout out Thunder up.
He's a
Thunder up. SGA is my guy. Chet is my guy. Josh Giddey, that's my guy. Unfortunately, that's my guy.
Lou Dort, shout out Lou Dort.
Shout out Lou Dort, man. Also, we got a lot of Canadians on the team. I found out recently.
Yeah,
including SGA being from Hamilton. That's only like an hour from Buffalo. He's basically a Buffalo kid with maple syrup. Yeah. So shout out SGA.
A little extra syrup on him.
Portland.
I will say
a lot of draft picks.
I will say real quick, Lou Dort. SGA is the only black dude on the team. My bad, Lou.
Kirk Heinrich.
Chat, my bad, Chat.
You crazy for that one? No,
Poku, my fault.
We gotta.
They comment like, "Whoa, what you mean, gang? What you mean?" Poku, we not gonna go crazy. I just want to say this real quick. I knew Poku was black when they was at the summer league shit, and it was like shorties around, and that nigga looked high as fuck, and he was like, "Yo, I'm trying to get up out of here." SJ like, "Bro, we just got here." He like, "Nah, bro." Poku was high as fuck at the summer league, bro. Everybody else was just chilling, enjoying the game. That nigga was like, Where the bitches at? Where the hoes?
He like,
They
man.
like, Poku.
He like, man, we got 82 games of this coming up.
No,
I'm trying to go see what's going with some
I'm not trying to see these
shorties.
bum ass niggas.
Like, I ain't trying to watch these dudes hoop. He said, where the shorties at? Where the
Nah, for real, Poku was definitely trying to get up out of there, bro.
Poku is nah, man. You know what?
I'm gonna let you work. I'm gonna let you work.
You funny as
fault.
hell. But I would say there's also Orlando and Portland. I think Orlando with Paolo and Franz Wagner, and they still got draft picks. They just drafted a couple dudes this year.
Even
Two
Cole Anthony too. Cole Anthony's decent.
Yeah,
he better than his dad. So that's a start. That's a start right there.
I don't even know who his dad played for. I ain't gonna hold you.
Really? He played for the Knicks. And I think he played for Memphis when Memphis first got there.
So that explains why. I don't know why he played. All right.
I guess.
I guess that was supposed to jog my memory. Oh.
Yeah, he an analyst.
All right, man. I'm an analyst. Oh, what's your?
We doing that right now. What you say?
But like San Antonio and Utah, I think they all have a
we
lot
back.
of. We back.
back.
Those are all teams that I think are going to make like significant jumps.
Okay.
Either within these next 2 years or at the end of the next 2 years, because they have players already there with potential.
Right.
Portland got Scoot, Anthony Simons, who was out this season, but obviously, you know what I'm saying, looking to come back healthy.
Yeah, what happened to him? He hurt his knee or something?
His hand. It was like he torn a ligament in his thumb, I think.
Damn.
But you know, it'd be good.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
They got 8 in there. See if he, you know, can level up within a new place, maybe a new mindset. You know, like all these teams have multiple players already that are like decent or good or like have a lot of potential and are showing it currently. So they're not like, oh, we just drafted them and we hope. Like these are all players who have shown a certain level of.
Even though Scoot has started off,
you know, Scoot started off real slow.
Yeah, but I'm assuming he'll turn it around at some point. Yeah. I think it's just this ain't the G League, you know. So he gotta turn.
These teams
around.
also all have a bunch of like they're either their own draft picks or they have their own picks and other teams' picks. So like
okay,
so
like
say if so if somebody don't work out,
you could move them.
You move them, try to replace that pick, try to replace a second round, whatever the case may be, and just draft the next guy.
Or I mean,
you know,
or
like
if you really wanted to, like I would say, like an OKC situation, they could be a play into a playoff team right now.
Yeah,
so
true.
If you like say Poku, like we were just talking about, or Lou Dort, one of those guys just not working out, you could move them and get a PG type guy or something like you could move them and you got the assets to get those guys.
Yeah.
Like you'd be like, oh, we're just missing one piece, a veteran piece. You could get Paul George or something. You get somebody that could come in and help right away. Yeah,
but so far those are all teams that I think are just going to make a natural progression.
Okay.
A few other draft picks, they might make a move, maybe, you know what I'm saying, using the picks they have, but I think it's going to be just that natural build.
Okay. And
you're going to see a lot of these really, you know, either not good or maybe decent teams start to actually be good.
Yeah.
Or go from bad to decent. You're just going to see an uptick in the level of basketball these teams play, who are all currently not doing so great right now. Like, you know, they're not all champion. They're not champion contenders or anything, I think, by any means.
They might not even make the play.
Yeah, they might not even make the play-ins. So it's like that's going to be a flip right there. And that's going to be a more natural kind of progression that we've seen. The reasons I really feel like this is going to get crazy is the second tier of teams, which are the ones in for some chaos, the potentially volatile situations, the ones that could very well blow the whole thing up and start over. And if they do that, those are all going to have crazy moves.
Right.
Atlanta, to start off. You have Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, and Clint Capella. All three guys could get you a ton of value in a trade market to start a rebuild, right? All three guys could also contribute very meaningfully on championship teams.
Yes, they can.
So you have three guys, all with the potential to be moved at any given point if Atlanta decides to move on from one of them, multiple of them, or all of them.
I feel like with Atlanta specifically, I feel like if they make a move, well, maybe not. If they move Clint Capella, that's not a big deal. But if they move, no disrespect to Clint, he's great on 2K, but in real life, come on. If ATL move either Trae or DeJounte Murray, I think they should just blow it all the way up. Like, because at that point, it's like, what are we doing? What, we going to make DeJounte Murray suffer by himself, or are we going to make Trey suffer by himself? You know, I think if you move one of those two guys, it's pretty much over with. And then they moved John. Honestly, I think they heading down that road anyway after they moved Collins, because they've been trying to move him for a decade.
He's been... Well, for years, he's been saying he didn't want to be there.
Right,
so
right.
I guess you got to get rid of him at some point. 2 second-round picks ain't much, but I guess you get rid of him.
Nobody wanted him. That's the problem. Nobody wanted Buddy. But, like, I agree with you, though. If you trade even Clint, even though I just talked shit about him, you move one of them or 3 of them or 2 of them, you could get a lot of stuff back and turn into a rebuild team.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to get Atlanta, Chicago, DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic is not working so far. We don't know when it was working when Lonzo was playing, when they had Lonzo running the floor.
Right,
but who knows when he's ever going to play basketball again? You know, I mean, obviously we hope the best for anybody.
Yeah, I think he will, but I think it's a couple years from now. Like, it's going to be...
Well, he's already out the rest of this season.
Yeah, so I think probably after the blow-up you're talking about, I think he'll be on his way back, which will be crazy, depending on how good or bad he could be. He could probably help a team out.
You got Chicago, Atlanta, the Knicks.
Wow.
Listen. Julius Randle disappears in the playoffs, but somebody will take him.
And now he's disappearing in the season. Now he's not even playing good during the season.
Somebody will take him.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson. If this thing ain't this current team ain't working out, and you decide the rest of the cast ain't good enough, maybe he stays. Maybe you trade him too. Because
it depends on I guess that's the same as Atlanta.
Because what if he wasn't want to be there? You know what I'm saying?
He probably don't. I'm assuming Jalen Brunson don't want to be part of a rebuild.
Exactly.
So I would assume he probably want to get up out of there.
Got
especially
the
as
Knicks.
great as he been playing. Also, get RJ Barrett the fuck up out of there. I don't even think. Send him to the Canadian League, man.
We got
I'm just saying.
They gotta have one, right?
Yeah, they definitely have one. Get him out of here, man.
He can't go play for like Barcelona or nothing. No Real Madrid.
Nah, he go home.
Oh, that's crazy,
home, buddy. No,
you think you think he'd run into Anthony Bennett up there?
Anthony Bennett is at Walmart. I know because I see him.
That's insane.
No, all jokes aside, RJ Barrett ain't terrible. It's just Andrew Wiggins is already like a mid-level to like slightly possible all-star level player. You're an off-brand version of him. Get the fuck. You gotta go, bro. You gotta go somewhere. You gotta go somewhere, and it's not. Maybe the Knicks is the great place for him. Because he's just like, maybe the Wizards that'll work. But as constructed, I just don't fuck with RJ Barrett right now. What else we got, man?
So I already said Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto.
I thought they was gonna blow it up last year.
And I can get more into Toronto in depth a little later. We talk about specific free agents, but Toronto is about to lose OG and Pascal.
Like in
free agency.
Oh, really? Okay.
So they either have to trade them now, between now and the deadline, or they lose them at the end of the season. So unless they decide to re-sign, but why would they re-sign there? You know what I'm saying?
I doubt it. Yeah,
I doubt it. So Toronto has a decision to make. Either bring somebody in to play with them, which who are you going to get? You know what I'm saying? Who are you going to get?
What assets do
what assets do you have?
Assets?
Not that I know of anything
you
crazy.
You had to give up like Scotty Barnes or something.
Yeah.
Somebody else, and I don't know if that's worth it.
So you might as well just keep Scotty and Scotty's looking like their best player anyway. Yep. So you might as well just keep Scotty, get rid of the other two.
When they were talking about, just a side note, they were talking about moving him to the point, and he's ran a little bit at the point. At first, I was like, that's fucking dumb, but it seems to be working. Like, they're not winning games, but he's playing well. So I don't know if he should permanently be there, but as
constructed, they don't have another one, so might as well. And if he plays well as a point guard, he is a point guard then. So you have your point guard of the future. Yeah, if it works out that well.
But I think it's only circumstantial. Like you said, they don't have another one.
But I'm saying if
Pascal,
he plays,
I guess Pascal.
But I'm saying is if he plays well, then you can leave him there, and then you build around that. And then he does still have size, so you could move him around in other lineups down the road. And Toronto, they got a good piece with Scotty, but Toronto can blow it up. The Clippers are also about to lose PG and Kawhi.
That's
again free agent talk, but they're about to lose them. Those boys are gone soon, guaranteed. And then the last one is Minnesota. Minnesota has Cat and Rudy Gobert there. Gobert is a free agent very soon, 2 years from now, I think. So in the second offseason, we'll be talking about Rudy Gobert will be a free agent anyway.
Send that nigga back home. Too.
Cat.
He finessed the fuck out the NBA.
Cat, they might end up feeling like Cat is a little older than they would like their big man to be, because Cat is still young enough to play pretty well, but he's not as young as Anthony Edwards is. Nope. So Gobert's gonna be a free agent anyway. Which even if you don't trade him for nothing, just having him off your books, you got money to sign somebody else.
Yep.
So that's a possibility. Maybe they keep Cat and just try to sign somebody else with that Gobert money once he's off the books. They also could get rid of both of them, or they also could get rid of Cat for assets, let Rudy come off the books, and now you have assets and cap space. But I just don't see them keeping that situation together much longer.
This is Anthony Edwards' second year, right?
No, it's like his third.
This is third year? Okay.
Yeah,
but he just re-upped, didn't he?
He just re-upped, I think, yeah.
Yeah, so
but I'm saying, but you got him.
I was just saying off the strength of building around him.
Oh, but I'm saying, like, you got the other two that are, I don't know how much longer they keep this situation around.
Well,
but that's what I'm saying. At that point, Rudy Gobert hits free agency, which I wouldn't pay him anywhere near what the Jazz had paid him. But I think if you just want him to play defense and rebound and not be
on a championship level team,
yeah, where he only has to do that. They don't ask him to do anything else. He doesn't need to get paid big time money for the role. Like that's a possibility for somebody could take him, and that just helps level up their defense and rebounding.
Yeah,
Cat going anywhere would improve most teams.
The team around. So how do you feel about? I know we'll get into more stuff a little later, but how do you feel about if the Knicks stayed as constructed but just got Cat? I still think that's not a good enough team to win a championship. It should be, though. I agree with you, but it should be, and that's the annoying part.
All right. This is something I heard somebody in esports say. Is a former Smite caster, Smite player, actually. All that, but he says this on like
Smite Pro here, by the way.
Not yet.
Smite
not
Pro
that.
play. He's very close to being
not
a pro.
That. Oof. I don't know about close.
Humble.
But
I respect it. He's humble.
But he said, like, winning a championship in any team sport is a binary thing. You either are good enough to win or you're not. And you have to let it play. And if you're good enough to win, you let it play out and see how the games go. And you compete like everybody else. If you're not, you have to, admit you're not and figure out, do you have the ability to make a move to bump over that line? Or is that just not a line you can reach? I don't think that's a line they can reach with that. I think even if you bring in Cat, you have to get rid of Julius Randle, because that's another big neck. I would just give all of what you want Julius Randle to do, ask Cat to do, and I think Cat's a better version of him at those things. Maybe Julius Randle's a better passer, maybe just because he's a 4 and he's played a little more facilitator than Cat has over his career, maybe. But I still would just ask Cat to do it. Yeah, you got Jalen Brunson. It doesn't really matter.
He's facilitating anyway.
So I would just ask Cat to do it. And then you have Cat and Jalen Brunson. Now that's something. And then
Randall, you could get
something back. Yeah, and then
you get a 2-for-1. You get 2 decent guys.
Yeah, you get 2 pretty decent guys to come off the bench, or the player just be in the starting lineup, just play 6-man something.
And then one of them come off the bench. You could make that work. I can see that.
Yeah, but I don't think
team,
but I think they would have to give up Randall and get value back in order for that to work out. Either it would have to be either Randall or Barrett. One of them has to go. I don't think you can keep both and that still be a championship team. I think you got to get value somewhere out of one of those two.
Yeah.
And the Knicks have just been a cursed organization.
No, that's a fact. That's what I was saying. Because in theory, Brunson, RJ Barrett, Cat, and Randall should work. In theory, that should work.
In theory, because they all play different. They all should play different positions. JB at the 1, RJ at the 2, Randall at the 4, Cat at the 5, and find a 3.
At the 2, Josh Hart, which is solid. That's not terrible.
I guess you put Josh Hart at the 3. I would put Josh Hart. I put Josh Hart at the 2. No.
Yeah, at the 2, yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could put him at the 2.
Yeah.
And
or defense. Either one of them.
Somebody will work. It'll work out.
Yeah, as long as they play defense and knock their shots down, I think it should be relatively fine.
Something will work out.
But it's just, I think just the Knicks being a cursed organization is why you say that, and then you're like, that's not going to work either. Also, Cat is a bitch sometimes. Not so, majority of the time, he a bitch.
I feel like, I just feel like Cat and JB alone is not enough. Like, as your 2 stars. Like, that's not, obviously Jokic is better than Cat. Jokic is the best player in the league right now.
Embiid's better than Cat. A lot of guys.
Yeah, so, but then I would argue Jamal Murray is better than Jalen Brunson.
You think so?
I would argue that, yeah. You got to remember, before he got hurt for those 2 years or whatever that Jamal Murray was out, he was in the bubble putting up 50.
He was.
And then he gets hurt. He's out. He comes back, finally plays a full healthy season. And what did him and Yoke do?
They win the championship.
Win it all.
I think Murray doesn't get the respect he deserves, probably from me and other people, because he's with Jokic, and Jokic is just so great. So I think people are like, oh, well, you just got to do your job. And I think he gets like respect taken away from him for that. At least
probably because if you watch them play together, it is nuts. He is playing.
But what's the difference between, like, if you put Jalen Brunson in that situation, what's the difference? You see what I'm saying?
First, Jamal Murray's I think Jamal Murray's a little bit bigger. He got a little more size to him.
Yeah.
I would argue JB's a better mid-range player.
Okay.
But I trust Jamal Murray with them off the screens at the top of the key. Just that 2-man game them and Jokic
he is
play.
Quicker too.
I like Jamal Murray in that situation. Okay.
Because Brunson is a not slow.
A little more methodical.
Yeah, he's more methodical.
You got to be able to play with
Yoke.
Yeah, you got to play quick. You got to play quick.
Right.
Because you got to do everything fast around Yoke. And so Yoke just slows it down in his head somehow and he finds the move. I don't know how he does it.
Because he's moving slow.
Yeah, because he's moving slow.
So he like, y'all not going to speed me up.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't even want to be here.
Yeah, it's my job. You think I want to? Well, we was talking about Yoke and Jamal Murray. But I think Jamal Murray is better than Jalen Brunson.
Okay. I'm not agreeing with that and I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm neutral on that. I'm not 100%.
So with Jamal Murray to me being an upgrade and Jokic being an upgrade, I think you can't, like...
Could they beat them? No.
You'd have to figure out to fill in the gap somewhere else.
And first of all, MPJ is going to work RJ Barrett. He's like, y'all got RJ Barrett on me.
And
he going to go crazy.
Porter Jr. like, oh, I'm shooting everything.
Yeah, he like...
They like, but you already do that. He like, but I'm really shooting everything now.
Now I'm averaging 0.5 assists instead of 2.5.
He like, I'm letting it fly all game.
Like,
I'm open. Bro. Nobody's there. They're like, bro, he was right in front of you. He's like, I told you nobody was there.
It's RJ Barrett, bro. It's 5v4 right now. Just give me the ball.
Just
swing me the ball.
Crazy if he going like that in the middle of an NBA game.
I'm not gonna lie. If somehow the Knicks put that team together and made it to the finals, MPJ getting Finals MVP. He gonna go crazy. he gonna yell at who they coach, Tibbs. He was like, Tibbs, get this nigga the fuck off me. I'll give 50 every night if you don't get this nigga the fuck off me. He like, Yoke, move. Yoke, move. Jab.
He gets 60 game one.
Yeah, Yoke like, hey, I just want to go home to my horses. And
we're one game closer to that.
Yeah,
and now we're one game closer to that.
They like, Yoke, you got 32 assists. You only got 10
Set
points.
a new NBA record.
He's like, how you feel about MPJ taking all these shots? He's like, the quicker I get home to my horses, the better I feel.
Yeah. He was like, no. We win championship. We have parade. I go home to horses. Like I go home, and whatever makes that happen fastest.
And Jamal Murray like, facts. Oh God, facts.
Jamal, like, I got a barrel of maple syrup at my house with my name on it.
Like, and I'm not using it for pancakes. I'm dipping in it. You know what I'm saying?
Celebrating winning a championship
And
by
dipping
jumping in a
maple
barrel
syrup.
of maple syrup is one of the most Canadian stereotype things I can imagine.
Jamal Murray, comment down below. Let us know what you did after you won the championship. Did you dip in a barrel of maple syrup, or are we going too far?
He dipped a bad shorty in maple syrup and Zion gained 20 pounds. He's like, does that work?
Zion like, what the? Yo, I didn't even eat nothing today. Like, yo, what the fuck? Okay, so speaking of Zion, what's up with the Pels? Where do you put the Pels in this whole situation?
The Pels,
they kind of stuck because they stuck until Zion figures out what the fuck he want to do: hoes, food, or basketball.
Well, the Pels,
my bad. Hoes and food is one thing, and then basketball
was
is
another.
Yeah.
Well, they have this season and potentially the season after.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure Zion is under contract for minimum that. I don't know when McCollum's contract ends, but I can imagine.
I think he got 2.
But I can imagine he has both of those. So I think he just signed some kind of extension.
Yep.
So
he at least got 2. So to speak.
But Brandon Ingram in 2 years, so not the 24 offseason, in the 25, is set to be a free agent. So
and I don't think he gonna re-up.
If they in the next 2 years have really good like team success, they get a high enough seed, they make deep enough playoff runs, maybe he re-ups.
Right.
Whatever. If Zion can't seem to stay healthy and they trade Zion or whatever the case may be, if they don't get good enough stuff back, if they decide to go full rebuild, they might trade all these guys then, fire sale. Or if Zion just doesn't...
Fire sale for players is great.
And
everything must go.
Yeah, everything must go type. Also, it could be like if Zion just don't stay healthy and they just can't seem to make that jump, he could just decide to up and walk. So their big situation is the 2 years from now.
Okay.
And the biggest thing they have is BI being a free agent. As of right now, they're staying committed to Zion, and Zion is extended for a few years. CJ's there for a few years. BI's there for at least next 2 seasons.
They got Valanciunas still too, right?
Valanciunas is still there, I think, through next season, maybe. But he there.
Yeah.
So they might just keep running it out and see what happens. And
if Zion can stay healthy, I think they could be a top 5 team in the West. I think if he could be, because Zion.
If Zion will play,
Yeah, when he plays, he's dominant.
If Zion will play,
that's the question. Is he gonna be out for 3 months at some point or not?
Yeah, and his 3 months gonna turn into 3.5 or 4 because he out here
fucking around, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
And eating.
Like
Zion eat more than they could be eating, bro. My thing is he don't got a dietitian or nothing. I'm just saying, you in the NBA, bro. You got make me a healthy cheeseburger, bro. I want a cheeseburger. Make it healthy.
Make it out of ground turkey instead of beef.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Yeah,
just give me a cheeseburger, but make it healthy. Or he don't even got to do that. The team should be like, all right, listen, you his chef.
You want first of all, you ain't getting no real bread ever again. You want a wrap every time. And you might get a legitimate tortilla. You might end up with a spinach wrap because you can't have bread no more.
Bro, and I just feel like
you get bread once a month.
You can't. It's only so much monitoring you can do because he's a grown ass man. But I feel like the Pelicans not doing enough.
Somebody not doing enough.
As far as because somebody got to be like, hey fam, we're gonna purchase you a chef or a bunch of chefs. They're gonna make your food for you. We're not gonna tell you what's in it. Just eat the shit. And we're gonna be like, and I would tell the chefs, make it look as real as possible. Give this nigga mushrooms and mushroom burgers and all that shit. Just make it look real, bro. Do not give this nigga real shit ever. Guys, Zion just asked for pudding. Be like, you better not give that nigga no pudding.
He said he wants vanilla pudding specifically.
You better not give that nigga no pudding. They got to text the GM like, fam, this nigga just asked for a box of pizza. I don't.
What am I supposed to do?
He just just make it healthy. He like, sir, but sir, he asked for something every 2 hours. I'm gonna need a raise or something. I can't do this. Oh fuck.
His grocery bill not high enough. Like,
oh my god. He like, yeah, like I don't have the resources for this, man. y'all wearing me thin. I'm tired.
I'm supposed to make a 3-course meal 7 times a day.
Yeah, like that's crazy, bro. Enough on the Pelicans. Who else?
Anyway, in New Orleans. I think we've covered all the teams that are like potentially going to blow it up. Like I said, Atlanta got got
Atlanta,
3 different pieces. Chicago got 3 different pieces. There's the Knicks. Who else? Toronto with OG and Pascal.
Yep. Minnesota, we said.
The Clippers with Kawhi and PG. There's there's multiple teams that have multiple star level players
that they don't have a lot of time with.
Mm-hmm. All these situations are coming to an end coincidentally within the same 2-year period roughly. And that's what's going to make everything crazy. Because as we've seen with previous trades and moves, it's like when one domino falls,
the rest of them
when the rest of them start to drop, because then all the teams vying for that one now got to look elsewhere.
Right.
It sets off a chain reaction.
And it happens quick too. I can't remember exactly when, but like every time there's a few big name guys, once the first one go, it's quick with everybody else.
Yeah.
So
the market starts to figure itself out because there's less stuff out there.
Like, well, we can't get him, so we're gonna go get him.
Yeah. Everybody starts to figure it out. Which brings me to the last tier of teams, which I don't really have a ton of them. I only got 3 that really good came to mind. Mm-hmm. But 1 is gonna surprise you.
Okay.
2, obviously. Well, first, the tier is the teams that have cap space and or assets to make big moves.
Okay.
In the near future, that it could, in theory, make them contenders.
Okay.
Like obviously, all the teams that have a lot of draft assets over the next few years, Houston, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They all have the potential to trade those pieces, but are they that close? Are they close enough to a championship contender? Really, it's just these 3. I got as far as the rebuilding teams, it's Oklahoma City and it's Utah.
Okay.
Utah just had Lauri Markkanen be a first-time All-Star.
Yep.
They have a litany of pieces around him. They have Kess, who was a rookie
solid
last year.
Yeah, he's very solid.
And was like top 2 or 3 in the league in blocks per game.
Mm-hmm. Good rebound.
So you pairing him with the finisher, Lauri Markkanen. They just brought John Collins in on 2 second-round picks. So out of all the picks they have, what is that? That's a steal.
Yeah.
He could work out. Maybe he doesn't. If not, get him out of there, free up the cap room to sign other players. They still got Colin Sexton there, who may or may not work out. They could move him.
He have his moments.
Yeah, he has his moments. They could move him. He just needs he hasn't really had a situation where he's the guy since his early Cleveland days before he got hurt and Garland took off.
Yep.
So he's still looking for a better situation. Mm-hmm. They could try to move him to 1 for other assets. Like, you never know. They just have so many potential moves. They have an all-star guy. They have one of the best defensive players in the league already in just year 2. Let the league in blocks. So like they have a really good foundation off of those 2 players. Plus Jordan Clarkson is there.
Yeah, they still got Clarkson. I just thought
Clarkson is there. They had that one dude. Is it not Beauchamp because he played for somebody else, I think. But they just had that point guard Keontae something or something like that.
George.
George who's a rookie or whatever, something like that.
I think I know you're talking. He was good. He was decent.
He's a rookie. See how that pans out. Mm-hmm. If you got, he doesn't have to be like one of the best players in the league because you have Markkanen and Kess. But if Markkanen and Kess both continue to progress and Keontae George, or whatever his name is decent enough,
it's better, yeah.
You let John Collins off the books, you clear up the salary, or you move him, you move Sexton, or let him clear off the books to clear up his salary. In the case, but you got flexibility
to do so.
So that's a team that like in these next 2 years, if this season goes better than they expected, they could decide next offseason, or if next season, then that second offseason that we're talking about. to make a move because they could say, "Oh, we've just experienced growth over the last season and this season, or all three."
Because they were last season.
They were playing. They were first in the league after like 10 or 15 games or something,
and they were beating good teams.
And then everybody figured out they really only had one actual All-Star, and everybody else was just.
They're like, oh, they're like, okay. Really cooking.
They were like, okay, so we just got to shut down Lauri Markkanen and then Jordan Clarkson, and that's
And that's when he's in the game.
And that's when he's in the game. They're like, so yeah, we'll figure that out. But that's a team that like in this offseason or next offseason could make a move, and it could be a shocking move. Like everybody be like, oh, that's out of nowhere, just because they have the draft capital
to make it. Right.
And it could very easily is like a sign and trade type thing, right? Like if a player is ending their current contract wherever they're playing, they could have just agreed to a contract with that team for more years and more money, and then get traded over. Sign and trade. That's how it works.
Make a move,
So then all right, we'll take in that player. So now they might have him for 4 years instead of the 3 that they,
on top of having cash, and marketing.
So they can make
it. Is,
So Utah has potential within the next 2 years to decide this thing is moving faster than schedule. We are better than we expected to already be. Moves have worked out. We should try to win now and go all in on it. Oklahoma City is another one. You got SGA, you got Chet, you got Giddey, you got Dort, you got all these players and all these picks. If we win 50,
both the Williams, get the Jalen guys.
Yeah, Jalen and J Dub.
J
Will and J Dub. You got both of them. If this season goes well and we win 48 to 50 games,
let's make a
at
move.
the end during the offseason, we might decide to make a move. Or if we win 50 to 55 games next season, say we win 45 this year and then we win 50 to 55 next season. Well, then that second offseason we're talking about prime to make a move. Trade in all these picks and stuff like that. Move a couple players to make sure money works, things like that. Boom, contenders.
There you go.
So you have two teams that are could very well be much farther ahead of schedule on the rebuild than they thought, and their assets, their championship window, plus other teams' windows, like it's all happening at the same time.
Right.
Didn't really plan for it. It's just working out there.
It's happening, yeah.
And then the third team I think is going to surprise you is actually Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. I personally think Philly's in the dirt.
So Philly has Embiid right now.
Right.
Now they just traded James Harden. So that first of all, that whole problem situation.
Fourth quarter yelling, why the fuck?
But this is where that gets interesting though. So you have Tyrese Maxey, who's been balling.
Yep, he averaging 30 right now.
Yeah, Embiid is over there, and you just got Harden out of there. So it's like, damn. Well, who do we do? At the end of the season, all the players they just got back in that Harden deal, their money expires.
Okay.
And there's a couple other guys whose money expires for Philly very soon, either this season or the offseason after, which would be like Tobias Harris's money is coming off the book soon.
Thank God. That motherfucker. You know how I feel about Tobias bum ass. He got to Philly and he was like, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. That nigga.
Embiid got it.
That's what he be doing. And the only time Tobias ever cooked was when he played the Nets. And that used to piss me off. And I think he used to do that just to make me mad. Every time he played the Nets, he'd get 25, 30, 35. Any other time, nothing.
So
fuck Tobias
this offseason, they have the chance at signing a couple of different players this offseason or the following.
Okay.
And that's important when we talk about the list of free agents, which is what we're going to get into next. But I think like they have money and they have two players. If I told you Embiid was the best player on a team and Tyrese Maxey, the way he's playing right now, was the second or third best player on a team and they won the championship, that's believable.
Yeah.
Embiid just won MVP.
Yeah. And
Maxey's
averaging
balling.
30. Yeah, he's averaging 30. So
if you told me those two guys,
and if he keep averaging 28 to 30 points for the rest of the season, then he's an all-star at that point.
And if you told me those two guys and a third won a champ and a third miscellaneous star won a championship together, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, well, what's the rest of that roster looking like?
And I just talking shit about him, but if you still got Tobias on top of that with another guy.
Yeah, where Tobias is like the fourth best player.
Yeah, that team. Honestly, they should have won a championship a few times within the last few years because
they have Jimmy.
Yeah, when they had Jimmy, when they had even, I mean, you could say when they had Harden, when they had even Ben, when Ben wasn't being weird, they should have technically won a championship.
They had some windows.
Yeah, they had some windows to win a championship. So yeah.
So you think if you have Embiid and you have Maxey and you sign a big name guy, you know, that might be enough. That's again. You can't ever guarantee yourself a championship.
Right.
But you have to look at it as, are we talented enough? Are we good enough just straight up to win a championship?
Win one, right.
And I think that they are at that point.
Yeah.
And they have the money to do so. So these next 2 off seasons, they have opportunities to bring in that other star and still go all in on this thing and win a championship. Now it's after these 2 if they flop and don't get anybody, and these moves don't work out, they don't end up with a championship window continuing, that's when you'll see Embiid want out. Which could technically be included in the second offseason that we're talking about in this 2-year timeline. It could be the tail end of that because they flop with everybody else. But I would consider that more a domino of the offseason rather than an offseason move itself. He's not going to leave or request a trade while that offseason is happening. If he's going to want out, it's going to be after that offseason has ended and Philly didn't do anything to add to it. Then he's going to be like, well, I don't want to waste my time here now.
So you don't think Embiid would be like trying, like, say, because I think they started off kind of slow so far, right? Let's say by the All-Star break, they're not doing great. You don't think he acts like, get me the fuck up out of here? Or you think he gives them a chance?
I think he still gives them a chance because they've continuously retried. You got to think Ben ain't work.
Yeah. Harden didn't work.
They brought it and managed to get Harden, and now they have the flexibility. It's not like they don't have the money coming up. Be different if they had all these contracts and they had no idea where they were going to get the money to sign somebody. Because at that point, what are you sticking around for?
Right.
But they have the opportunity. And Maxey is playing well, so as long as Tyrese Maxey plays well, that buys them some goodwill out of Embiid.
Right, because he can be like, okay, at least I got Tyrese.
Yeah.
And if you guys get us another person, we can make something happen. Yeah. Potentially.
So now this is where who's going to be a free agent and when starts to matter. Right?
You keep going.
So just So we're going to talk now. We can talk about notable 2024 free agents, and then we'll talk about 2025.
Got you.
Right? Because these are like the off-season targets. Some notable 2024 potential free agents. DeMar DeRozan's contract is up after this season.
Oh, really?
DeMar DeRozan is a free agent, not with a player option, not with a his contract is over. So he can sign anywhere he wants to. Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby, their contracts are up.
Free agents.
They're going to be free agents. You also have PG and Kawhi, who both have player options. At the end of this season, one, possibly both, could decline the option and become a free agent. And if they opt into it, then they're a free agent in 2025, the following offseason.
Right, so
either way, they're hitting the market at the time Philly's going to have money.
And I think...
And then one player that...
Harden and Russ, if they don't do it this time, I think they both opt out.
Yeah, I think they're both done.
Yeah.
So, again, that Clipper situation that could potentially blow up. You got to think Russ is on a 1-year deal, $8 million.
Yeah, he can help a team.
He can help a team just playing. Yeah, I think Russ
even just lead in the second unit.
Yeah, lead the second unit.
I think he could definitely help a
something
team
like that.
Honestly, if depending on how much longer Russ decides to play, I think he can win $6 million a year one of these years.
He could.
I think he.
So you got to think. You also got Russ, who's going to be a free agent at the end of this year.
Yeah.
And then for Philly specifically, they have Kelly Oubre, who's on a 1-year deal. So if he plays well this season, and Embiid wants him back, they could re-sign him. And if he doesn't play well, and you don't see him as part of the future, you let him walk, and that just creates more cap space.
Right.
So Philly has a player that also, because he currently plays for them, they could re-sign to better extensions as far as more money, more years, blah, blah, blah. So they have leverage in that situation where if he doesn't play well, let him walk at the end of the year.
And if he does,
we can we have the kind of authority, the years, the situation to make it worth his while to stay.
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre could be your fourth player and you could have Maxey, Embiid, whoever you sign, Kelly Oubre, and you let Tobias Harris walk.
Yeah,
that's possible. So
and at the moment, I'd keep Kelly over Tobias if Kelly keep playing the way he been, because he's been playing great to start. So if he stays there, averaging 15 to 18 a game, then yeah, definitely.
And then, so that's just 2024.
Okay.
2025. Oh, no. Bron potentially is a free agent after this season, because Bron has a player option.
Well, Bron's going wherever Bron gets drafted.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Wherever.
That depends.
He might go wherever Bronny gets drafted. You never know.
That draft is going because like Bronny has potential to be like just at the very least, I think Bronny will be a solid point guard, right, in the league. You get a solid point guard and you get LeBron James, who's basically the same as he's always been. He might be just older.
He's gonna play a little less minutes now.
Yeah, he'll play a little.
But
less
then when the
minutes,
playoffs come, you know he's gonna play that 30 to 36.
So I think that's Bronny getting picked. He's not gonna be the first pick probably, but whoever gets Bronny, people
is hoping that they're gonna get LeBron.
Yeah,
too.
and that's gonna be a problem.
But so here's the thing: LeBron is a potential free agent this summer because it's a player option.
Okay, so
he could also opt into it, play one more year with the Lakers, and be a free agent in 2025 instead.
Right.
If Bronny decides he doesn't want to play with his dad because he wants to do his own thing, you know what I'm saying? At least come into the league, and Bron decides to respect that. He could opt in for the last year.
Bron like, shut up, nigga.
And then decide.
I've been planning this for years. You stupid. Suit up. We going to the Pacers now.
That's crazy.
First of all, I think Bron
shout out Indiana though on the low. They do got they're another.
They have something.
They have something brewing. I think they gotta trade Buddy Hield while they can, because Buddy Hield's gonna be a free agent either this summer or next summer too. Mm-hmm. So I think they need to hurry up and get rid of him for some assets, and they probably should get rid of Miles Turner just because he's a little bit older than Halliburton is. Yeah. And I would think just go straight up.
Gonna move Buddy and Turner to the Lakers. That just never happened.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like straight up young guys, full on rebuild with Tyrese. Maybe they keep Miles Turner around. I don't know. I just think it's going to be hard to keep Miles Turner and still also be bad enough to get high draft picks. Tyrese Halliburton and Miles Turner, I think, is a good enough duo that's going to keep you out of the bottom. Yeah. You're not going to have a top 5 draft pick as long as both those guys are healthy and play.
Right.
Unless you super win the lottery.
And then having Buddy Hield, too, you kind of putting yourself to be mid.
Yeah, so you're going to have to get rid of some.
Because they're not good enough to beat like Boston or anybody like that, but they not bad enough to lose.
They're not going to lose 60 games. They're not going to lose
seed to be
the number 1 pick. Yeah, they're not going to be a bottom 4, bottom 5 team. Exactly. It's not going to happen.
And I think like people say that's the worst place to be in.
Yeah, because you don't have a chance at a top pick, but you're also not winning.
Have a chance to make the playoffs, or even if you do make the playoffs, you're probably going to get swept in the first round.
Yeah, like you're out.
So it's like.
So
that's
you have
a terrible spot to be in.
Yeah, but Indiana's brewing a little something. But now, so we talked about in 2025, Kawhi, PG, and Bron. If they all opt into their player options, give their contracts one more year, all in 2025 then. Okay. So if not 2024 for one of these 3 players, they will be a free agent in 2025. Okay. Again, unless they agree to an extension, but I see that Clippers thing coming to an end. And Bron, he wants to play with his sons. Who knows what he wants to do next? Yeah, who knows with LeBron? You never know. For real.
You don't.
So that's just, up in the air. Other 2025 free agents, we mentioned Rudy Gobert earlier. Mm-hmm. We mentioned Brandon Ingram earlier.
Okay.
You also have Donovan Mitchell, who's going to be a free agent in 2025. Ooh. And so far, he has not signed an extension with Cleveland. He has not shown that he's going to. So if they don't do something big this year or next year, win a chip, make the finals, something like that, if they don't, whatever, or then make a move to improve or whatever the case may be, when 2025 comes, Donovan is going to be a free agent. He's going to be in his prime still, possibly.
I think Cleveland...
Actually, yeah, I believe it.
I don't think they can win yet. I think Cleveland... They got to at least make the conference.
Oh, Evan Mobley will be a free agent in 2025.
Really?
Him and Donovan Mitchell will both be free agents in 2025.
Oh, Cleveland's in a shit spot.
If Cleveland doesn't win in the next few years, it could be that neither one of them want to stay.
Right.
Or if Evan Mobley, but then there's the unpredictable aspect. Like if Evan Mobley just never really pans out, let him walk or trade him for
Evan Mobley to the Spurs.
All right, him and Wemby would be kind of nuts. Hold on.
Evan Mobley. Hey, Evan, do it. Play like shit this year on purpose. And then go to the Spurs. That's 3 years. Wemby will be, getting better. It's over, bro. Pop probably already talking to Buddy. He like, fam, why you think he crumbled last year? He was like, Evan, you see what we got. Play like shit. Come on over. He like, Pop, I can't do that. He like, you can and you will. He like, do you want 5 championships or not? He like, only way Cleveland's winning anything if Bron come back. And that's not happening. Oh, no. Evan Mobley, go to the Spurs, baby. Let's make it happen. Come on.
But yeah, so Mobley, Spida, Brandon Ingram.
That's
Cade will be, but I think Cade stays in Detroit.
He'll stay.
So that's
especially now that they getting better.
So like as a name, sure, it's one to mention, but I feel real confident that he'll want to stay in Detroit. So it's not really too much.
Because Detroit putting it together, it looks like.
Yeah, so I think he'll stay.
Jalen Duren, Cade.
Good content for the 3 on PLAXtv though.
For real. This the longest episode of the 3 since the
time when the 3 was a podcast.
Was an actual podcast. That was terrible times. Good conversation.
Good conversation.
Terrible times.
For many reasons.
Many reasons. But
right before the pandemic, it was nuts.
It was. Damn.
Was nuts.
Jeez. And I was sitting. I had that little snowball mic, and I was sitting in my bedroom just talking and shit. It was completely unprofessional. But now we're here. We're doing more professional stuff. But yeah, I really like Detroit. Shout out our boy Easy. I really like.
Oh
Detroit.
Yeah, shout out Dez.
I liked them before.
Shout out Desi, man.
Because they was like beating the shit out of people, and I love that part. It's just real old school and grimy. Shout out
Kate Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, James Wiseman.
I did see a video
Isaiah Stewart
about this nigga named on a team, Killian Hayes.
Killian Hayes.
It was this one, but the dude was like, I like what we're doing, but please get Killian Hayes the fuck out of here. That nigga's a bum. Dude was, I'm gonna send it to you. If I find it again, I'm gonna send it to you. Dude, I might even try to put it in the video. Dude was going off on Killian Hayes. He said, this nigga is ruining us getting better. He's like, why is he playing 30 minutes a game? This nigga's a bum. From the stats,
one of the Thompson brothers? They got one of the Thompson brothers, so why is Killian playing 30 minutes?
That don't make sense.
It's a men,
you don't
right?
Need him out there. I think it's a
Or is it Asar? One of them, because I forget.
Asar's in Houston.
It's one of them motherfuckers, bro. They're twins. It doesn't matter.
I'm not going to... One of them got to progressively just be better for me to know the difference. I don't think I'm ever going to know the difference.
Yeah, because if they both are all-stars, we'll be like one of the all-star twins, bro. Like, you know who I'm talking about.
If they both stay, like, decent and, like you said, both become all-stars, I'm never going to know the difference. Even if Detroit... Like, say Detroit win a championship in 4 years. I'm going to be like, oh, they got one of the Thompson brothers.
Like we treat Marcus and Markieff Morris.
Like, it's like that. I really don't. I don't know the difference. One of them usually be on the Clippers. One of them usually like be on like
somewhere,
Boston, Philly, one of them teams. So I don't know the difference.
But
they both good. The one of them is averaging like 5 blocks a game though right now. It's not gonna stay that way, obviously, but from the first 4 games they've played. They've gotten like 6 blocks and then 3 and then 4 and then 5. Or some dumb shit like that. And I'm like, these niggas are crazy. He's like a 2 or a 3 and he's just blocking shots and shit. That's so nuts.
Like a 3 or a 4.
He's 6'7", but still like that's still crazy as hell for a guard to be doing. Even a forward to be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I said, 2024, Oubre, Kawhi, PG, Bron, DeRozan, Siakam, OG Anunoby. If not in 24, then in 25, Kawhi, PG, and Bron all potentially. You got Spida, Brandon Ingram, Rudy Gobert, Evan Mobley. I think
Evan to the Spurs.
To Jimmy Butler in 2 years as well, but he's going to retire Miami Heat. I don't think he's ever going to play for another team.
Yeah, I don't think he'll leave. He took them to the finals twice.
Yeah, I think he ends. So he'll be a free agent, but I think he's just going to stay.
He'll stay in Miami.
In Miami.
What do you think of Miami? What do you think because they've consistently overachieved. They lost out on Dame. Do you think they're one of the teams that are like, okay, because Bam is there. Jimmy, like we said, Jimmy's probably going to stay. I mean, Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson are obviously expendable. So I'm saying, like, what do you think they make a move and get one of those guys that'll be available? Or do you think they might lose out again?
I don't know when Lowry's contract is up. I assume it's the end of this season.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong. It's got to be within the next 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Got to be in one of these off seasons. His contract comes off the books. I think Duncan still has the 2 years, though. I mean, the problem would be towards the end, in these next 2 years, you still have, I think, Duncan and Lowry on the books, and you got to get rid of them somehow. Mm-hmm. Tyler Hero, I think, is the only piece that both makes a decent amount of money and is actually worth anything, like value-wise in a trade. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you could give up Tyler Hero and use that as the trade piece to get one of the other motherfuckers off the books. You know, I mean, I guess they got some options, but I think it's going to really see what they do with, now, because Bam and Jimmy are going to always be a good two to have. I don't think
you just got to work around that.
Honestly. Yeah. If they could get a third guy, I mean, again, DeRozan is out there soon.
I don't know if DeRozan works in Miami, though.
I don't know if he works in Miami either, but Miami just makes shit work, so you never know.
If DeRozan for some reason became a two-way in Miami, that's scary. That's scary as fuck. And I think he could do it. I don't think he's ever been in a situation where he felt like he had to defend. So now if Jimmy was like, no, nigga, you're playing defense. I don't want to hear none of that shit. He's like, Jimmy, I'm getting older. He's like, well, you can get the fuck out of here then. We don't do that shit here.
The dude from Django, not on my plantation. Not in front of my Heat teammates. You better play some defense.
You're gonna play some defense here. If Kyle thick ass can play defense, you gonna play some defense, motherfucker. And then if DeRozan like really locked in, because offensively, I'm not worried about DeRozan. He gonna do what he do.
They could get Levine.
That's another one. Now Levine light skin. I know he's not gonna play no. Jimmy like, we in Miami, Jimmy. I'm trying to party with those. They need somebody that matches their energy.
But I'm saying, like, this thing, there's Kawhi.
Kawhi in Miami is they're gonna.
I don't want to listen. First of all, Kawhi or PG. If I'm a perimeter player, I don't want to have to play any team that has Jimmy Butler plus Kawhi or PG,
and Bam in the
and then Bam in the paint, because it's gonna be a long fucking night. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night trying to get a good shot. Because
they're gonna be switching and shit. Oh my god.
Yep. I don't want to see that.
Now, what if this is probably impossible? But what if they were able to get Kawhi and PG?
Oh, they both decide to go to the same team
that's
again?
That's probably impossible, but
yeah, I don't think they have the money. Money-wise, I don't think they have the money to afford it.
But running Jimmy, PG, Kawhi, and Bam, and whoever, and just Kyle Lowry, thick ass, whoever the fuck. It doesn't matter at that point.
I think here's who I think they should be looking to go after. Okay. If not one of those two, I think they'd play well along. Wait for Atlanta, because if DeJounte Murray becomes available, and you run DeJounte Murray and Jimmy Butler on the court with Bam down low,
and if you could sneak a PG or Kawhi on top of that.
You don't even got to do that. Listen, wait for Atlanta to blow it up, because they're going to blow that shit up. That shit is not working.
It's not.
Their best bet is trade Clint Capella and let Isaac Okoro, or not Onyeka Okongwu, let him play center. Hope he's good enough to fill in at least a decent amount of what Clint does.
Okongwu, he should go to the Hornets, because he only played good when he played with LaMelo.
And trade.
So he should go to the
and so but I'm saying you trade Clint.
Cover here a little bit. My fault.
I'm saying you trade Clint, let Okongwu play center, and you try to get a small forward like a PG or a Kawhi. for Clint and some picks or something. And then you run Trey, DeJounte, a really good 3, and Okongwu and a 5th person and hope that that's good enough to win you a championship.
In Atlanta,
yeah. Okay. If they can't get...
Run that back again. You said Trey,
Murray, either PG or Kawhi. Say something one of them.
One of them two, yeah.
And Okongwu at the center, and whoever the fuck else.
And then a shooter,
some kind of shooter or proper 4, a stretch 4 or something like that. That might be your best bet.
If you get Kawhi, you could make that work.
Your other option, I think if you
the fuck up.
Trade all of them. Trade all of them, including Trey.
Yeah.
So
where do you think Trae Young will fit?
I'm gonna be honest, Trey gotta learn to play some fucking defense.
I've never seen this. That motherfucker got an F defense.
On 2K. You told me. I think you told me.
I've never seen no shit like that before. I've seen 70 overall players with a D or something like that.
He might have been hurt because I checked it on mine and he was like a D. Maybe he was hurt.
It was a Miley. I didn't have injuries on, man.
Maybe he just got old.
He could have. It could have been later on. I just remember scrolling
and being like, "Why is that an F?"
Yeah, and I was yeah. I was thinking about getting them. That's what it was. And I was just debating. You know me, I'm old school. I was like, okay, I need somebody with a little bit of defense or exceptional offense. So I was looking. I was like, let me look at Trey real quick. And that nigga had an F, and I clicked off of Atlanta. I said, I don't want anybody on Atlanta. I'm good. If this thing got a fucking F, I'm good. I don't need him. And then I think I ended up... No, that's what it was. I was trying to make a move, and I was deciding on, do I trade DeJounte or Trey? That's what it was. I think I had Atlanta. And I looked, because I was going to move other guys in to play the 2 and the 3, so I didn't need both of them.
Trae Young played like Luka without the rebounds.
Yeah,
and we already say Luka don't play no fucking defense,
which is still really good, all-star level player. But it's like he would have to go to like maybe Trey does work in Miami.
And since he's so ball dominant, you're gonna have to have players that don't give a fuck about him having the ball all the time.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe Trey works in Miami because if you surround him with defenders, Jimmy don't need the ball, Bam don't need the ball, right? It might work. And then, maybe Jimmy motivates him like, hey, listen, nigga, cut your hair off. It's going away anyway. Cut your hair. Go ball. Let's lock in. Play some defense.
I don't think so. I think if you're Atlanta, you the only one you would keep is DeJounte. And that's a maybe. You probably are just better blowing it all up, getting as much as you can for everybody.
Yeah.
And then going from there.
And I think people will be willing to give a lot for DeJounte on a championship team.
Oh, listen. If Miami can get like a DeJounte Murray or something, bro, DeJounte, Jimmy, and Bam, like I don't want to play that team.
And I'm saying,
you know how hard it's gonna be to get a bucket. I don't want to play them
because they gonna switch and you.
Exactly, I'm not trying to. No,
get by DeJounte or Jimmy,
then you got Bam down there.
Bam's down there.
Yeah, I don't want to play that team.
That's nasty.
So, like, you never know what Miami can do, but I think, I just don't see Dame was their big move potentially. And they lost out on that. So, and then they could have got Drew once Drew was in Portland and Portland was here and it was fielding offers for him. Mm-hmm. Could have went and got Drew for a much cheaper tag price than Dame was. Didn't get that neither. They're one of those teams that I'm not sure how much cap space they're going to have in the next few years. Because, Vincent and Strus left. Mm-hmm. Caleb Martin is a free agent either next summer or the summer after. Right. So they're losing some bench pieces. I just think, maybe they do something. With the young players they have and the packages they were offering for Dame, maybe they make some mix mash of that and, this piece that was going to be included, this piece that wasn't, figure out a different deal and come up with something else. They're not dead in the water by any means. Like that power of friendship shit.
Yeah, that shit works for them.
For them, I don't know how. Because Gabe Vincent is playing like a bum in his first 3 or 4 games as a Laker. Strus is cooking.
Worked us.
Strus
fucking working us. I watched some of the games.
Strus put up like 27 or some shit.
27 and 12. That nigga was Larry Bird. That nigga was 86 Larry Bird. He was shooting threes, middies.
12 rebounds?
12 boards, bro.
Yo, let Max Strus get 12 rebounds. Yo, let Nick Claxton let Max Strus get 12
I
rebounds?
think he was hurt. Clax been hurt most of the season. I think he played the
Ben
first game.
Simmons let him get 12 rebounds? Oh, well, yeah.
Ben has been playing, but I will say Ben has been playing more confident, and that's all I've been asking from him. He might not be like the greatest motherfucker in the world, but he's not scared to go to the rim. And that's the most I can ask from him. He's making plays. He's playing defense as best as he can, and he's not scared to go to the cup anymore. So as long as he keep that going, I'm fine. And honestly, regarding us, we're not in the greatest spot. But
I think y'all got picks and shit, though, in the next few years because
some.
of the KD and Kyrie trades.
But we've been playing really well. Like, the 2 games we lost on buzzer beaters. And we've had a lot, like 2 or 3 of our starters been hurt.
Y'all did have Max Strus drop 27 and 12.
He did. He cooked us. I'm not gonna lie. He cooked us. But I think
that's okay. We blew a lead. What was it? 20 points to. Who the fuck did we blow a lead to last night or the other night or some shit like that? I don't know. We blew. We blew a lead to somebody.
It happens. It's a long season.
Yeah,
it's a long season. But I'm proud of my guys so far. We're doing okay with less. Like, niggas keep getting hurt. Hopefully that means towards the end of the season people will be healthy, because Claxton out, Dinwiddie's out.
Spencer fucking Dinwiddie.
Who else? It's 2 other guys that's out, and I was like, I think Cam Johnson is out. I'm like, fuck. Like, fuck. Like, at least let us run with what we got. Goddamn. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Miami going to do. I don't know. But we got a lot of star players that are about to move teams one way or another through a signing or a trade. We got a lot of teams that are pretty bad or decent that are going to be pretty good. And we have a lot of draft picks and stuff just sitting out there in the wind, and a lot of cap space for certain teams. Yeah, just waiting for a move. Like, they're chomping at the bits. When I think Chicago is going to be the first big domino. I ain't gonna lie. I think they blow that shit up this year.
Shit, the first game they lost the first game. The niggas was arguing in the locker room.
Yeah, they about to blow that shit up. Because DeRozan a free agent at the end of the year anyway. So he gonna walk.
And Levine 2025.
And Levine 2025. You might as well trade DeRozan this year to somebody and get something, and let them take the rental, and maybe they convince him to stay. But he's their problem now. Yeah. Then you just get some assets. Trade Levine as another rental for this year and then for the rest of this year and then next season, and see if that team can convince to keep him, and send Vu wherever you can for whatever assets you can.
You're willing to get back. Yep.
And start over. And I think those players are all going to different teams.
Yeah, you get a lot for those teams.
I think they're all going to different teams. I think at most one of either Levine and DeRozan gets packaged with Vu, maybe.
Possibly, yeah.
But I think all 3 of those players go to different teams. And then that begs the question of who's giving up those picks and those assets to get them, and where are they landing. So that takes them out of, like, I think this is going to, I think Chicago's the first big one to blow it all up.
Because what is DeRozan?
Them in Toronto. I think it's going to be them in Toronto that make deals where they trade like OG and Pascal to separate teams. So I think by the end of this year, we're going to have, like, those 5 players are all going to be on the move to somewhere different each. That's already 5 teams that have to make them. Like, it's going to be nuts.
Question, though. What is DeRozan and Levine worth, though? Because they're great scorers.
Easily a first round pick. Easily a first round pick.
But
for Levine, maybe multiple.
Who's willing to give that away for the Knicks? The Knicks will do some shit like that for Levine.
The Knicks would do that for Levine.
Yeah. Philly
would do something like that for Levine.
Yeah. Levine and Philly, yeah, I like that.
DeMar can go. Who could use DeMar right now? Sacramento.
Ooh.
You put him in
Sacramento.
They
already got Harrison Barnes, though.
First of all, I'm gonna say this with all due respect to Harrison Barnes. He is an NBA champion. That is true. Mm-hmm. He is not better than DeMar DeRozan.
He's not better than DeRozan. offensively, but he does everything else that DeRozan don't do. Like DeRozan is just gonna get you mid-range buckets and a lot of them. Harrison Barnes rebounds, play defense. He can knock his shots down. He can post up a little bit. He can pass the ball. That's why I said that. I don't know if I would be willing to give up somebody that's gonna do a little bit of everything well for somebody that's just getting me mid-range buckets. Albeit a lot of them. It's a lot of mid-range buckets. It's 25 to 30 points worth of them. But is that worth somebody that's doing a little bit of everything? I don't know.
I guess that's for Mike Brown to figure out if they make that move. That's what he makes all that damn money for.
And shout out Mike Brown. He's been cooking.
Yeah, shout out MB.
Sacramento.
Coach of the year last year.
Yeah.
Sacramento. Who else could use somebody wanted to?
If you could keep Harrison Barnes and have him come off the bench,
I guess
then that works. I think that would be fine. But getting rid of him for DeRozan, I don't know.
Is who else would need DeMar DeRozan?
It's because this is what I say, right?
It's just because he's getting older too.
He is getting older, but people be saying like I'm an old head and shit like that. But the niggas that don't play defense are hard to move. Cause it's like, yes, you're gonna score, and that's great. That's the name of the game. But if that's all you're doing, and we already have scorers, what are we getting you for? Harden. Well, Harden is a passer. Harden does pass too. But
I guess that somebody would have to get him that needs a scorer. I guess. I don't know who that's gonna be.
That's what I'm saying. Cause the league is full with like motherfuckers that can score now. So it's like, what if you're only doing scoring like Harden or Trae Young or DeRozan or Levine? It's hard to be like to justify moving valuable pieces for you. And that's the problem with niggas not playing defense. Not the only problem, but that's a big problem.
I still think you're going to get somebody that's willing to take him. Because also it's going to be a rental.
Well, the Knicks. Dumb niggas like the Knicks.
It's going to be a rental as well.
Yeah.
So whoever gets him is going to trade him knowing that they have him off the books at the end of this year.
And that's another thing, too. It's a rental.
That's where the problem
worse.
That's where the problem comes in, but I still think he's gone. He's somewhere. And it's not going to be Chicago. I think I think Levine's going to be somewhere not named Chicago. And I think Vucevic is going to be somewhere not named Chicago. If not this year, this offseason, the next offseason, they all will be.
Yeah.
And if they wait until it's the offseason and then next these two off seasons, they're just going to leave in free agency, and Chicago's going to get nothing back anyway.
So you got to.
So you have to move them
to get something.
To get something.
To get something back, right?
Because it's not working out as constructed. You're not going to win with this team, so you have to.
So
you don't have a choice.
To piggyback to something we talked about in the beginning, Jaylen Brown, Zach LaVine, R.J. Barrett, Randall, and Cat.
You mean Jalen Brunson?
Yeah, did I say Jaylen Brown?
Right, yeah.
I said no left.
Yeah, you said no left.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, no left. You in Boston. Jalen Brunson, LaVine, R.J. Barrett, Randall, and Cat.
How does New York get LaVine and Cat? They got to. First of all, Julius Randle's got to go at that point. There's no way you can afford all those players.
What other choice do you have?
So Randle has to go because you can't afford his contract with those other players. First of all, you bringing in Cat or LaVine, he's got to go most likely. If you somehow manage to get them and he doesn't have to go, when you get the other one, he's going to have to go to make the money work.
Yeah,
because he makes so much.
He does. He's a bastard, ain't he? He's a fucking bastard, bro. Because we can't even keep you to like put niggas around you. Because that's the only way them niggas are gonna do anything. They would have to build.
I can see hold on. I can see a world where the Knicks are putting out a team that consists of Jalen Brunson, Zach LaVine, and Cat. Were those three? I can see those three.
That's just the 2016 Timberwolves. For real. It's just the Timberwolves.
But they will have a better point guard.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And Zach LaVine is a better player than he was back then.
He is. And Cat theoretically is better than he was at that point.
Or at least, good. The
Knicks are fucked, bro.
I
think the Knicks are the only team that I just have no faith in.
Brunson, LaVine, Embiid. Now we're talking. Now we're talking to all the Knicks fans out there whose ears just popped up.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Knicks fans.
A bunch of Knicks fans outside. But, now they're back to worrying about their fanship for the Knicks and why they ain't popped yet. Worried about the Knicks. That cursed ass franchise. Yeah. Being a Knicks fan has to be the worst, bro. Like
that shit's terrible. It's got
like New York City is supposed to be like the mecca of basketball, and their team just can't. The team they claim just can't get it together.
It's just like, I don't know. It's just odd decisions.
And then they treat Brooklyn like the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
So even when y'all are good, they don't respect y'all.
I do think is again as treacherous as we've been, as far as like having players and shit like that. I think we'll win a championship before the Knicks do. I think we have potential to win a championship before the Knicks.
Maybe if the Knicks get, maybe not if the Knicks get Embiid.
If they're able to do that,
who knows with the Knicks?
But I think even with that, I don't believe in them niggas. It's a better chance. They might be better or go further. I don't believe something's gonna happen where they can't do it. It's the Knicks, bro. I just don't believe in them niggas. They just not gonna do it. Embiid gonna pull a Patrick Ewing and miss a layup at the end of a game. Oh, my leg. Miss a layup. They are like, no.
Then would have won us the finals. This was Game 7.
Embiid, no.
Been the best player all year. Smokes it.
And you can remember when
down
Embiid
one
was
at that. Down
yeah,
one.
Down
Didn't even
one.
need a 3. Down 1.
Embiid gonna make a move. His knee gonna buckle, and he gonna miss the layup, bro. And they gonna be like, no, in Madison Square Garden, Game 7.
Nah, please don't. That'll be the biggest riot
Zach LaVine
in years. That'll be the biggest riot in years. The MSG will explode.
Hey, I'm letting y'all know right now. 3 years from now, Zach LaVine, one tear coming down. I can't believe that nigga missed the layup. And then that's gonna be it.
Not even. He gonna miss like a little jump hook that he done made 1,000,000 times, or a little like post fader. Get him in the post, turn around,
like, dance around like the Kawhi,
like the Kawhi shit, but then it's gonna pop out
and pop out. Oh,
yeah, no, they'll burn New York City to the ground. They will. Them
Game
Knicks
7
fans
of the
will.
finals against the LA team. That's
Knicks
gonna be
fans
worse.
Knicks fans will burn it to the ground.
No, that's gonna be OKC. Y'all gonna win one.
That's gonna.
That shit gonna be like, get the fuck off my court. I own New York. That's my shit. Fuck y'all.
Him in
On
chat,
yeah.
Giddy making a TikTok with some New
Giddy
York,
like,
with some New York shorties. He's like,
Giddy
oh
gonna
yeah, I
be
got the
getting
bad
sturdy and
bitches
shit,
right
like,
here.
Yeah.
With the hat on and the fucking Fetty Papa coming down.
He like, Giddy gonna be on TikTok like, hey, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese on the roll.
Giddy on TikTok talking about,
let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese on the roll. Goddamn.
Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese on an everything bagel.
On an everything bagel.
Stat. No, he like, hey, yo, let me get bacon, egg, and cheese. Turkey bacon. On a honey bun.
On a honey bun.
Stat.
Right now. The
now.
Aki way. Fuck is you talking about? Oh, no. That's going to be terrible, bro.
New York fans are going to burn that shit to the ground.
That'll be a dark
They're going to
day.
have to rebuild Manhattan. Because it is going to... They're going to burn that whole shit to the ground if that's...
That would be a
If that's how they lose,
day,
yeah, it's
bro.
over. They can handle losing in the second round because the championship wasn't close
Yeah,
enough
well,
to feel no
yeah.
type of way. They lose on the final
off
shot,
a jump
Game
hook.
7, off a jump hook or a fadeaway at home in the finals.
Oh, you hear Mike Breen? Damn. Damn.
He like, man. Joel Ewing.
Joel Ewing. Oh, no.
Oh, no, they'll burn that to the ground.
And B crying, like he's sitting on the court crying. You just see Patrick Ewing. It's all right, young blood. I done been there, young blood. You all
Like,
right.
get off me.
Get the fuck out. I don't want to be you. I don't want to be you.
They'll burn New York to the ground. It's over.
Nah.
They have to completely rebuild the island of Manhattan because it is over.
What year is it? It's
Long
fucking
Island's going.
2024.
Long Island will no longer be a thing. They're
2026, man. I'm predicting it. That's what's gonna happen.
They're gonna tear.
Final.
They're gonna tear Long Island off of New York City and float that bitch out into the ocean somehow. They're gonna.
Oh my god.
They're gonna
That
literally
would be-
pick up Long Island and move it somewhere
someplace
else
else. Nah,
in the
that-
middle of their riot.
Oh god, bro. And then Josh Giddey, that's gonna be on Sports Center. Him asking for a bacon, egg, and cheese.
SGA gonna post some type of caption. We're gonna post a picture of him with his a Finals MVP trophy and some rap lyrics that he came up with.
It's gonna probably be some Drake shit or something. It's gotta be.
Nah, not even. It's gonna be some. It's gonna be like they asked if we could really do it this early. Questioned us when it was getting thick. Questioned us when it was getting thick. Now your boy holding up the trophy over the New York Knicks. Over the New York. And it's gonna be a Knicks fan in the background crying, and it's him with the Finals MVP.
I will say that will be the greatest Finals run ever, just off the strength. They gonna make a 30 for 30 on it, just off the strength.
Listen, he was gonna be like there's gonna be some shit. It's gonna be like, yeah, they questioned us when it was getting thick. Boy dropped 50 in the guard and they went crazy like I was one of the Knicks. Oh. Like I played for the Knicks.
Oh my god!
It's gonna be his joint. It's gonna be a picture of him and Chet sharing the Larry O'Brien trophy, like holding it together.
And
it's gonna be him and Chet with a Knicks fan in the background, like crying,
bawling their eyes out.
Bawling. And on the other side in the background is Josh Giddey in the back making a TikTok about how they just won the chip. That's gonna be the photo.
That's gonna be a 30 for 30. Bro.
And that's gonna be the photo he uses when he puts up that with that caption.
The 30 for 30 gonna be the darkest day in the garden.
The darkest day in garden history.
Garden history, bro. That shit gonna be tough, man.
A Canadian wins Finals MVP.
What's that?
Canadian wins.
What's Buddy
New
name?
York gonna be hurt.
What's Buddy name?
Who, our coach?
No, the white boy. He a comedian. He a Knicks fan.
I don't know. I don't keep track of Knicks fans. My brother's a Knicks fan. That's enough. My brother's a Knicks fan.
He's a comedian. You know him.
Matty Rife or Matty whatever. That white boy.
Matt Rife. He just worried about hoes. He don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Knicks.
He don't.
It's an older dude.
Oh, Rappaport.
Yeah, Michael Rappaport.
Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus? You talking about?
Yeah, Tingus. Yeah,
he's gonna go. He's gonna be sick. Him and Stephen
tough.
A. Oh, Stephen A. the next day. Oh my
Stephen
god.
A. not coming in. He's not gonna do first take that day. He's not. He's like he gonna take a day off. Cause that's bro. Oh man. Off a jump hook from Joel Embiid. What do you do?
Run it back? Try again?
Sell the team? No, so just get them out of New York, bro. It's just not working. That'd be nuts. Hey, listen, guys. If we're right, come back to this video and get us to 1 million views.
Yo, listen. If we're right,
you gotta come back to this video.
First of all, if we're right, I'm gonna be going crazy.
Yeah, because you're an OKC guy. You gonna go nuts.
Yeah, we haven't won a championship since like 79.
I can only imagine
when we were still Seattle.
Oh,
we haven't won a championship since the 70s. We was
well, the Knicks haven't.
That's true. The battle of the 70s. We gonna put the Sonics throwback jerseys on for Game 7. Well, Sonics will still be a team by then.
Yeah, most likely.
Probably.
Because actually, the NBA have been talking about expansion within the next couple of years too.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so we'll see.
The expansion draft.
Oh,
people get yoinked up.
That's gonna be funny.
People get yoinked up.
I hope Seattle get Cooper Flag. That's gonna be crazy.
Nah, Cooper flagged Oklahoma City, y'all boys.
No, that's too much.
Cooper flagged Oklahoma City.
Nah, that's too much. That's who Joel gonna miss the jump hook on. Coop gonna be right there. He's like, oh man. Coop gonna be like, yeah, bitch ass nigga. Nigga be like, did he say nigga?
Doris Burke, like, can he say that? No. No, it's like Doc or Mike Breed or somebody. They're like, can he say that? Doris, like, of course he can.
He's Cooper Flag. He the rookie of the year. He's like, yeah, bitch ass nigga.
She's like, I can say it too. What you mean? What's the point?
Oh no, we're going crazy.
Doris, like, I just said it yesterday.
Oh no. Cooper Flag telling Embiid to
Doc,
get
like,
the
well,
fuck
I can
up.
let you get that off. I don't know about Cooper.
I don't know about Coop. Bro.
I don't know.
He just won rookie of the year. I don't know. Well, now he's the champion. Y'all could get Coop, which is nasty.
Because the thing is, we could trade enough draft picks.
Yeah, and get the first pick or the second pick or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be disgusting.
We could trade the picks to move up in a draft.
SGA, Lou Dort, Giddy, Coop, and Chet.
J-Dub at 6 man.
J-Dub at 6 man. J-Will.
Poku.
No, that's nasty, bro. That's nasty.
Casey Thomas or whoever we just drafted, Wallace, something like that.
Yeah, him. And then by that point, Grady gonna pull up. Y'all gonna go
Not
crazy.
Grady.
That's a championship team right there, bro. That's a championship team.
Oh,
Grady,
man.
Grady and Giddy doing the TikTok together.
The G&G podcast. It's the G&G podcast.
If we right, you gotta give us love,
Giddy
bro.
and Grady.
If we right, Giddy and Grady. Oh man!
And the opening intro to the episode is "I Like Dick from Kansas" by Fat Joe. That's the opening. I like Dick from Kansas. And
oh my god, bro!
And it's Josh Giddey going pause. And that's their intro. And they're like, "Welcome to another episode of the G&G podcast." This is I'm your host, Josh Giddey.
We just beat the shit out of the New York Knicks on national TV.
We just won a championship. This is the G&G podcast.
It's them niggas. They both got.
I'm Grady.
They both
I'm
got
Grady
their
Dick,
own Larry
and this
O'Brien.
is my co-host Josh Giddey. Giddey, how you doing today?
He like yo, GD. My TikTok went crazy. They both got their own Larry O'Brien, the whole pod.
He like ESPN caught me on camera at the end of the game making this TikTok with this white girl from the stands.
Like,
and
I don't think
it got
was
a million over a night.
I don't think she was a Knicks fan.
And if she wasn't in that moment. I'll tell you that.
You know,
wait, Grady like, oh, so she was a Dick fan. And Giddy like, she did have a number 20 whatever jersey on.
Josh
and then wait, and he presses up. Grady presses the button and says, "I like Dick from Kansas."
Actually, first of all, I know Toronto, y'all gonna blow it up anyway. Trade Grady Dick to OKC
for a first round pick.
They'll give you a
and
pick
some second rounders.
And some second rounders, just so we can get the G&G podcast.
The G&G podcast.
Oh my god, man.
The GG podcast.
If y'all get Grady Dick and Coop, y'all gonna beat the Knicks in 7 games in the 2026 finals. I'm predicting that right now. Y'all gonna beat the Knicks with Joel Embiid, Zach LaVine, and Jalen Brunson. I guess RJ Barrett could be there too.
It ain't 7 games if he is. It ain't 7.
Nah, losing in Game 6 is worse. That's worse for some reason. Like, oh man, the Knicks trying to stay in it. Jump hook from Embiid. He misses it. No.
Oh, because then they lose in Oklahoma City.
No.
But they gotta lose in New York, so it can't be Game 6. It's gotta be in New York. It's gotta be 7.
Okay.
It's gotta be either 5 or 7 then, because they gotta lose in New York.
Oh my god, bro.
But that's why it's gotta be 7, because it also has to be the last play of the season.
Yeah, the last play
if he makes that, they win the chip.
I feel bad for Embiid because that's gonna happen to him. He better not go to the Knicks. That's the only way it don't happen to him. I see Cat missing that too, though. So, Cat would definitely miss the jump.
Cat would miss that and then try to put extra bass in his voice in the post-game interview.
Man, sometimes the ball just.
When you really talk like this most of the time, you're going to be like, yeah, Doris.
Sometimes.
You don't always make the shots.
Nah,
but
Cat
you got to be willing to take them.
Cat going to definitely be crying. He ain't going to talk to the media after he missed the last shot of the year.
LaVine can't be the other player on the team because he might punch him. Because he might punch him.
Oh, he like, you fucked me 10 years ago and you fucking me now. They like LaVine.
How do you all? He like, they trying to jump me.
He like, Jimmy was right. Jimmy was right. You a bitch ass nigga. He just keep hitting them. They like, oh my, it's Bedlam in Madison Square Garden. Zach LaVine beat the shit out of Joel Embiid.
Meanwhile,
he whooping
SGA, Chet, and them boys having the party in the locker room.
Oh my god, bro.
Yo.
LaVine beating the shit out of Cat is funny. Now I want it to be Cat. He's like, I'm tired of this nigga.
Always find a way to hold me.
He's like, I could have made the Hall of Fame. Nah. Jalen Brunson.
Like 35 a game.
Yeah, he going crazy. Jalen Brunson just walking away. He not even saying nothing to nobody. He like, Jalen Brunson like, guys, I think I'm going to just hang it up.
JB. No. JB, he walk off. Everybody's like, where Jalen Brunson at? He in the back. He in the back. He on the Kobe photo, but without the chip. Without the chip, just looking with a jacket on. Like
I can't believe these niggas.
Can't believe he sold me like that.
Oh my god. He like, if somebody's gonna sell me, I thought it'd be RJ, not Cat.
Yeah, just give me the ball. Like,
yeah, god damn. That'd be tough. And maybe the Knicks win the next year, but I just want that to happen now.
Lose to Oklahoma City, Josh Giddey making it the whole situation.
Yeah, the podcast, because we get so many great things from that. We get the G&G podcast. Cooper Flag becomes one of the greatest of all time.
Zach Levine beats the fuck out of Embiid.
Beats the fuck out of Embiid or Cat, whichever one. Oh, man.
Embiid or Cat, yeah. Yeah, whoop Cat ass. In that situation is over.
Embiid, I would just...
It's definitely a riot in New York. They're going to burn Manhattan down.
It's going to be a riot. They're going to burn Manhattan down. Maybe cut it off. And it'll float away into the distance.
Yeah, they're gonna do something in Long Island.
Oh my god.
The Spanish Harlem is going crazy. Spanish Harlem is full of Knicks fans.
But I mean, in New York,
Puerto Ricans love the Knicks.
They do. In I was gonna say in Puerto Rico's defense, fuck, that's racist. And in New York's defense, if they win, they would also destroy New York City.
That is true.
So
they would also
like,
destroy
either
New York
way,
City.
they're gonna. So maybe the Knicks are bad for the safety of New York City. Because if they go to the finals and win, they're going to destroy the city. If they go to the finals and lose, they're going to destroy the city. So it's like...
They just can't be allowed to win.
Yeah, you can't make it to the finals because it's going to be a problem. They made it to the finals in the 90s, right?
I think so. The 1 year, and then they lost to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Keen bust their ass all season, series long. I think, yeah. And the other year was when Houston played Orlando, and we know how them free throws went. For what's his name? If he would have hit him, we'd probably remember his name.
Nick Anderson?
Nick Anderson. Nick missed the free throw Anderson. Never was the same after neither.
He wasn't. He was an all-star level, like a borderline
all-star player. Like he was supposed to make a jump. He was supposed to be one of them dudes, and then he misses them free throws. Never was the same.
That's why Shaq left. He like, well, I mean, if I'm missing free throws and this nigga's missing free throws, it's not gonna work, bro.
Just like when Scotty hit the mailman don't deliver on Sunday, man, they just fucked him up.
This is not gonna work, bro. I can't. We not gonna be able to do this. This is turned into a podcast.
Yeah, it did.
So, all right. So back to the 3 podcasts, the one and only episode. It's other episodes, but you guys will never find those.
The 3 on PLAXtv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angel and I came up with this concept that's not really a concept because it actually exists of Clout Hoopers.
A lot of them.
Which is basically a Clout Hooper is an NBA player or a WNBA player or it could be a popular college player as well that only plays basketball for the clout, whether it be for women, money, or just, followers on Instagram
fame,
or TikTok.
fame.
Just in general, but they don't legitimately love basketball. They just do it for the clout that comes with it. And we have a list. We have a list of people here. The original Clout Hooper that we came up with, that we believe, it could be somebody else, but we think he's the original, Wilt Chamberlain.
The man of reportedly like thousands upon thousands of women that he slept with. Yeah, he's definitely OG Clout Hooper.
Wilt didn't care about winning a championship.
You ever watch Futurama?
Not really, not excited.
Oh, so you never would have seen the Where Car episode?
No.
I was gonna say it's like the Clout Hoopers is like the Where Cars. It's like you get attacked by a Where Car and you turn into one like a werewolf type shit.
I'm
the Clout Hoopers, you know what I'm saying? Like they transmit they shit through the power of clout. They
make other people Clout Hoopers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so
they hoop against them or on the same team or something, and
then they
give them the power of the Clout Hooper.
Like, I haven't seen some bitches in a while. You like, bro, what are you
bro,
talking
wasn't
about?
you just with your girlfriend before practice?
No, bitches.
He's like, no, I'm talking about some hoes.
Yeah,
they like,
not my girl.
Aren't y'all engaged?
He like, not my girl.
You not my girl is crazy. Moving like somebody I know. A couple somebodies I know, actually, now that I think about it.
We'll keep that off of the pod.
Yeah, I'm going to have a talk with them later or something. Because oof.
So, Wilt.
They love the game.
They'll never give it up. They love the game. So we got to have certain people on the on if we go do the 3 podcasts, we got to have them on this. But Wilt didn't care about winning a championship until Boston really started dominating. Then he was like, "Oh, well, I got to get one, so niggas don't keep calling me a bum." Basically, because that was his MO. People was like, "Well, Wilt's really great, but he can't win a championship. He can't beat Bill Russell." That was his motivation to do it. So people wasn't saying that, so he could have more clout. After games, his whole routine wasn't getting better with his team or anything like that. It was fucking bitches, doing movies, doing sports shit. He was a part of the Globetrotters. How many superstar level players do you know from any time period have been on the Globetrotters besides Wilt fucking Chamberlain? That's the epitome of clout. And at the time, the Globetrotters was the most popular basketball team in the world. If that's not clout chasing, I don't know what it is. You went to fuck around.
Do some jokey jokes.
Do some jokey jokes.
Do some tricks.
Do some tricks just for some clout. Come on, man. And again, he did a lot of movies, which is nothing wrong with that. But a lot of times the movies took precedent over the season. Sometimes he wouldn't play games.
The movies probably paid him more than the season did.
They definitely did. He definitely got.
He's like, I'm not making the same as this plumber. He's like, man. He like, yo, John O'Malley over here. I make the same amount of money he do.
And he probably was like, if I don't show up to the game, what you gonna do? Cut me?
He's like, oh yeah, because John O'Malley over there.
He gonna start over me. Get the fuck out of here, you crazy. And I guess Clout Hooping.
He's like, come on, man. John got a whole counter to build at 2 in the afternoon that day.
And then he got to come play. At the game by 7.
Like, come on now.
Damn.
He got a house call at my house to fix my bathroom toilet before the game.
Imagine and you gotta play a nigga and you gotta fix his shit before the game. That's crazy.
Imagine it's your teammate. He like, oh yeah, because John's gonna start over. Come on now, y'all.
He like, John, I'm not gonna lie. He was like, I took off just so I could be here when you got here. I should be at work too, bro. Niggas, that's such a terrible concept. Niggas was in the NBA and had to have a 9 to 5, get home and wash up or whatever, be at the game by 6 or 7. That's crazy, bro. Like, to really put in perspective, them niggas was teachers, plumbers. Imagine you go to a game and you're like, oh, that's my math teacher.
I'm not going to the game.
No, that's crazy.
I'm not going to the game, dog. I'm not going to the game.
He's like, that's Mr. Johnson out there, man.
Although, shout out, Mr. Baker, my 8th grade social studies teacher. He is now, I believe, principal at Sweet Home High School. Shout out Mr. Baker for playing for the Falcons, man. He played for the Falcons? He played for the Atlanta Falcons at one point in life.
Oh, shit.
He tells a hilarious story about the one time he actually got into the game and fair caught a punt that got kicked to him because he's seen a bunch of really big dudes that did not have the same jersey as him on running directly at him. And he decided to make a business decision. The business decision was fair catch. Smart man. That's why smart man. That's why he's the principal now. That's why he's the principal now. Smart man. Shout out Mr. Baker, man. Shout out Mr. Baker. The Falcons ain't give you enough PT.
I thought you were gonna say I don't think he wanted it. I don't think he wanted it.
Maybe he did, maybe he
probably
didn't.
Sitting there, he said, man, these niggas hitting hard out here.
He like, man, I'm supposed to do this for how long?
He's like, maybe I should be a teacher or something.
Be a principal. I can make decent money as a principal,
like,
right?
That's not bad, right? I can save the little bread I got from here. No, that's great. Okay, so Wilt, and then Clout Hooping progressed. Obviously, everybody in the 70s was a Clout Hooper. All they cared about was drugs, bitches, getting drunk, and fighting. So everybody in the 70s, besides a handful of guys like Dr. J and Kareem, were Clout Hoopers. And then I guess, would you say... Nah, I wouldn't say that. I was going to say, would you say Magic is a Clout Hooper? But no, because he wanted to win.
No, Magic wanted to win. He just also loved the clout.
Yeah, he just also loved clout. But
he wanted to win.
If it came down to it, he cared more about winning, though.
Yeah, he wanted to win.
Yeah.
But he was also Magic. So.
But he's also Magic Johnson.
Think about it. We don't even call him by his actual name anymore.
We don't. When you call him Irvin, they be like, you talking about Dr. J? When you say Irvin, niggas think you talk about Dr. J.
They'll never assume you talk about Magic.
Magic, because that's not his name, man.
Not his name
he should have just legally. You know, Magic is a billionaire now. He just hit, which I thought he was already a billionaire, but he just hit the billionaire mark. So shout out to Magic, man.
That professional ownership shit. He owned he got an ownership stake in like 3 or 4 different teams.
He do, yeah.
Just like Josh Giddey got a TikTok.
Josh Giddey,
we all care about different things.
Josh Giddey gonna be he gonna be a content creator after basketball. Like he gonna be one of them niggas.
Josh Giddey gonna do the professor shit where he dress up like Spider-Man.
He gonna be doing shit like that.
He gonna dress up as a superhero. He go Green Lantern or something. Go to a park.
Yeah, Green Lantern. Yeah, he go dress up like Green. Yeah.
Like, is that Hal Jordan? Like,
yeah.
He like Hal Jordan uses the power of the ring to bust somebody ass at the park or something.
Giddey, yeah.
He do the green sound of. He could do the green effect when he shoot it. He shoot it and it goes at the green aura around it like he's making it like it came from the ring.
Oh, that's fine. Actually, Josh, show us some love. We gave you the idea. Josh Giddey's another Clout Hooper to progress to present day. Josh is a little different because he specifically wants to be a popular TikToker. And I think he cares more about that than basketball. But the counter of it is he knows he has to be good and he has to win to maintain the TikTok followers. So that's
he's
what
like, I can't be a bum and have the followers.
I can't be a bum because then people gonna make fun of me and they not gonna want to watch. I need to be decent.
Like Rashad McCants.
Oh, that motherfucker. I want to do a video about him too. That dumb bitch. He said, what did he say? He said Pop was a bad coach.
He did say Pop was a bad. Anyway, forget Rashad McCants.
That's a dumb nigga. And he's delusional. He was arguing with Pat Bev. I take Pat Bev every day of the week, twice on Sunday over Rashad McCants.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
What is Rashad McCants?
Never mind.
Because I'm going to start getting mad.
Never mind.
We're having a good time.
Josh
Giddey, yeah, because I'm going to start getting pissed off. That nigga.
Rashad McCants should go play for the Knicks.
No, he should. That's his best fucking bet. Bum ass nigga, but okay. I don't even remember that nigga on 2K. And he talking about he better than Pat Bev. I'll take RJ Barrett over Rashad McCants. What you talking about? But Josh Giddey, his sole purpose is to be a popular TikTok star and then transition that into YouTube and Twitch and other platforms. But he can only do that
if he's nice.
He's
gotta actually be good.
Yeah.
Which shout out Josh Giddey, you've been balling.
He has.
Keep getting better. I need that. I need your 3-point percentage to hit a 38 though, my G.
Yeah, his threes ain't the greatest.
We trying to win a chip here, bruh.
But he does do everything else very well. That's really the only thing that's not the greatest.
Remember when his pregame draft report was that he was basically bad at everything about basketball? Remember they were like down. They were like weaknesses, athleticism.
Yeah, which I didn't
scoring.
Understand. Yeah, they was like he can't do anything. But I'm like, so why
rebounding.
Why is he a lottery pick?
Athleticism. They were just all type of shit.
It's honestly Josh is just like an undersized Jokic to me because he's not fast. He's not dunking on nobody. But he's fundamentally sound. Like he's not really crossing nobody.
His parents are both Australian professional basketball players.
Oh really? Okay, yeah. So he's extremely
like he's from Australia, but his parents both played in the Australian pro leagues.
That's fire.
Pro hoops.
So that's why he's so.
That's why he's so good because his parents were professional basketball players.
Yeah, he's not
both of them. His mom included. Like
okay.
His mom also was a hooper over there, so they both played basketball.
Yeah, Josh don't do nothing that jump out to you or anything like that, but you turn around at the end of the game, you got a tripped up.
You like, how the fuck you get, when you get 11 rebounds?
Yeah, like that's just...
You like, how the fuck you get 11 rebounds? You 6'8".
Like, this thing got 8 dimes?
You like, wait, you 6'7", 6'8".
You got,
weigh like 200 pounds, if that.
You got 11 rebounds? He got 15 points. When did he shoot the ball?
Yeah, when he scored.
When did he score? That's Josh Giddey.
How he get 15, 12, and 10? When the fuck
like, what the fuck? He got 2 steals.
He got 2 steals.
What the fuck?
When the fuck Josh Giddey get a steal?
Yeah, like he just so like quiet. And I think that's a great part about him. You don't realize what he's doing until the game's over. You like, wait, SGA got 30, okay. Lou Dort hit a few threes, okay. Chet got 20 and 10, okay. I expected that. What? Josh got a tripped up. What? That's why we lost. This motherfucker, he got tripped up. God damn.
You like, Josh had a triple-double 3 games in a row. When the fuck?
You like, He was playing. He was out there. Goddamn. But yeah, shout out to Josh Giddey. Shout out to G&G podcast coming soon. Hopefully.
Grady Dick, a Clout Hooper for sure.
Grady Dick. Yeah.
You see his draft day fit with the GD chain.
In college, I don't think he was trying to do that. But once he got to the league, and he was like, I can get a lot of bitches doing this.
It's always when it come back to it.
Yeah, he said, man, like I like hooping, but like
he said these hoes go like Dick from Kansas.
and then he's like, I'm going to the 6. Hold on.
He's like, I get to be with Drake. Yeah.
It's over. He's like, these niggas better not trade me.
He said, I get to be friends with Drake.
Oh man, he like, don't let me cook either. Oh god, I can't wait for Drizzy to drop a Grady Dick bar. He gonna drop one. It's gonna be basketball.
Gonna be these bitches like Dick from Kansas.
Yeah, he gonna do some shit like that. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, but Grady Dick is
told
another
me she like Dick from Kansas.
What Grady number 8?
Something like that. Something like that, bro. I don't know. He don't play for my team. He don't play for my team.
Soon, coming soon. Grady Dick to OKC soon. I don't think he want to go to OKC. He's like, what bitches is in OKC?
He like drinking out in OKC.
Yeah, he like, I'm not. He like, if they trade him, he gonna be like, man, they like, Grady, why you look so sad? He like, cause you know how many hoes I had up here.
He said, I was cool with Drake.
He's like, I was cool.
That
with
was
Drake.
immediate clout.
What rappers at OKC? Huh?
What rappers in OKC is crazy.
He's like, I can only go to the fashion show with SGA, but so many times. Damn it. Who gonna get me some hoes? Lou Dort?
He like, my bad, Poku know where they all at?
Nah, Poku know where the hoes at. Don't do it. Poku know where the hoes at, bro.
Poku like, I know a spot. And everybody
like,
oh, sure you do Poku.
They
and
like,
then Poku bring him to a strip club.
It's like bad hoes. They like Poku. He like, see, I made sure they was all in the same place, so I ain't got to jump around. Efficiency. You got to have efficiency.
He like, they all work here.
They all work here. He like,
I got them to transfer from other clubs.
Don't make it hot. We not bringing everybody here. Don't make it hot.
Chill out.
They like, but bro, like,
he like, not even everybody that play on the team get to come here.
Yeah,
right?
he's like, only the niggas that really hoop that I like.
Now he's like, I gotta be the one to bring them here.
Yeah, like
y'all can know about the spot, but can't nobody bring them here but me.
But me. This is my spot. You see my face on the wall? I own half of this motherfucker. They're like, Poku, what did you buy?
You buy half a strip club.
He's like, my business. Do I ask you about your bread when you buying Richard Millie's and shit, SGA?
And big ass red boots?
Yeah, no, I don't ask you about your bread, so stop asking me about That's crazy. Poku say I don't ask you about your bread. Don't ask me about. Oh no, that's crazy, man.
Not from Poku.
I guess Poku he's turning into a Clout Hooper.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know if that's Josh. I don't know if that's because of Josh.
It's transferable is the Josh effect.
Yeah, it might be because Poku like progressively is like getting worse when it comes to like Clout because he was high as fuck that day, bro. I wish I could find the picture. He was gone in the summer league. Everybody else was just chilling, whatever, and they panned the Poku. That nigga. That nigga was gone, bro. They must have been smoking or something, and Poku faced the whole joint. He said, "We're going to the summer league." He said, "I'm gonna have to get fucked up for this shit."
You don't want to watch our new teammates hoop?
Half
of them not even going on the roster when the year starts.
75% of them niggas is not making the team. What are you talking about, bro?
He like, bro. There's a few. He's like, bro. J Dub and J Will playing. He said, and the new kid we just drafted.
They're gonna be on the team. The rest of these niggas is going back to the G League after.
He like, what Isaiah Joe doing out there? He like, why they got him out there? He like, oh, Trey Mann still playing? He like, all right, I guess they got a full starting five people. He's like, all right,
but Trey Mann on thin ice.
He's like, as soon as they put the bench in, I'm leaving.
They're like, Poku, bro, we supposed to be here the whole game. He like, y'all. He like, I don't got to do nothing, bro. He like, my hoes waiting on me. Like, I don't. Y'all got to be here. You and Chat. I don't got to do nothing. He like, yeah, I'm good. They like, Poku, just relax, bro. He like, nah, fuck all that. I'm tired of y'all niggas.
I got 3 hoes waiting for you right now. They all down.
SGA like, oh my God. Like, here we go.
Yeah, Poku like, I'm trying to have foursomes.
Foursomes. Y'all got me in a bum-ass summer league game. Who we playing? Sacramento.
Fuck. What am I playing Las Vegas Summer League for?
He's like, we not even playing. We not even playing. Fuck this.
He said, we just here watching. He said, I can see if they wanted me to suit up or something.
Yeah, but like, we not even playing. Come on now. Shout out to Poku, man.
He like Chet playing, but so what?
He's like, what are you going to play? 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
You know, we know Chet not playing that much.
We like Chet there the second day. Like, Chet only played 1 game. Look, he wearing regular shit.
He's sitting here chilling with us.
So, yeah, come on now. Oh, man. Shout out Poku. So, Poku is another Clout Hooper. Who else we got on here?
Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, Carmelo Anthony is, I think, might be the only one that's just strictly bred. Like, he knows he's good at basketball. He doesn't care about winning. I'm going to just be good enough to make more money and fuck everything
and
else.
it's not even the clout for him. It's the bread specifically.
Yeah, it's the
bread just bring the clout.
Yeah, like the clout come with it. He don't care about that. Lala care about the clout. He don't really care about the clout.
They're not even together no more.
They might as well be. Them niggas always hanging out together. He's still fucking. Mano is too, but he's also fucking. They both fucking, you know? So it's not just Melo. Melo might fuck more. Because, like, she be in the house with him. But Mano be fucking on the weekend.
Not Mano.
Mano be like, hey, Lala, you want to hear this new song? She be like, not really, Mano.
Benzol white colored Jamaican.
She like, he like, Lala, you want to hear my new song I made? She like, not really, Mano.
Not really, Beto. It's crazy. It's crazy. You're going.
She's like, see, you always go too far. And she started putting her shit back on.
She's like, I came over here for you to lay me down, not a new track. Why are you trying to rap again?
Like, she's like, Mano, as your friend, let it go, buddy. Let it go, buddy. Oh, no. That's fucked. But Melo is another one. He ruined he didn't ruin the Nuggets, but he ruined the Knicks for sure. And he fucked Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin was getting too much clout, and he made sure that nigga never played again. Well, he did play again. He made sure he never played for the Knicks again.
Yeah, he was, you know.
Also, Amari Stoudemire, too. They worked together on that, which was fucked up.
Yeah, because y'all needed y'all weren't going to win a championship, the two of you. Y'all should have been begging for somebody else to step up and play.
If they would have let Jeremy Lin really just be him with Melo, Stoudemire, and Tyson Chandler, they definitely could have got knocked out in the conference finals.
Yeah, you know, they could have made the conference finals.
They could have definitely made the conference finals, bro. Although I will say, and my dad always make fun of me about this because he claimed he never seen it, and I'm the only one that's seen this. The Knicks was playing Boston. I think it was the second round. It was game 6 or 7. Tony Douglas, I know he's a bum. He wasn't going to do anything. But Tony Douglas was chasing Ray Allen. Ray Allen caught the ball, and KG did a moving screen on Tony Douglas. Tony Douglas wasn't going to stop Ray Allen, obviously. But the moving screen should have been a call. He was coming around. The moving screen happened. Ray Allen hit the 3. The game was over. The Celtics went on to the next round. The Knicks was out. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, nah, it was a moving screen. KG was moving, and my dad was like, who's going to get that, KG or Tony Douglas? I was like, I know, but we seen it. I was like, I know you see. My dad was like, I didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, no, they cheating. And I had to be, I think I was in high school at the time. And my dad was just like, hey, buddy, that's Kevin Garnett.
I'm not giving Tony Douglas that call.
I'm not giving Tony Douglas that call. And I was like, I said, you right, but damn, bro. Like, the Knicks could at least made it to the next round. That shit hurt. I wasn't going for the Knicks.
Come on now, whoever is, really.
No one's going for them, but they were in the game. Like, they were playing well.
Even Knicks fans know that they don't want to root for the Knicks. They're just a fan of the team. They don't want to root for those players. They don't want to root for those players.
They feel obligated. Oh, my God.
You know how sick you got to be to wake up and look in the mirror and be like, yeah, wow, my team's My favorite team's best player is Julius Randle.
Well, it's Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
And then RJ Barrett.
Julius Randle is one of our best players.
Is RJ better than Julius Randle?
Probably not. But doesn't matter.
No, they both suck. Jesus. It's just, and you know what? RJ ain't that bad. It's just him being an off-brand version of Andrew Wiggins pisses me off.
Anyway, so Tristan Thompson.
I'm sorry. Tristan Thompson, you're right. Tristan
Clout
Thompson.
Hooper extraordinaire.
Now, this is a different example of Clout Hooper. We've talked about Josh, who likes social media. We've talked about Carmelo Anthony,
who likes money.
That likes money. Tristan Thompson,
hose. He Wilt Chamberlain syndrome for real.
Yes, he's definitely.
He just wants to play basketball so he could be real big, real tall, and real recognizable by bitches. So that's all he cares about.
Yes, he doesn't care about, and
baddies.
he's diabolical with it too.
Daddies. That's all he cares about.
Because who was he married? One of the Kardashians. He's married
Khloe.
to Khloe. This nigga was getting a handy from 5 bitches on camera in a club. And then he got one of them, not maybe, I don't know if it was one of the 5 bitches, but he got somebody pregnant. And he told Shorty, you might as well get rid of it because I'm about to retire soon. You're not going to get nothing anyway. Direct call. I'm not even capping. You might. I know. And then he said, why would you try to ruin my family like that?
Like, bro, you're the one cheating on your wife. You're the one cheating on your wife.
This ain't the first time you've done it. So what are you talking about? But I will say, he got to be doing Khloe crazy. Because he be cheating on that bitch every week in the bitch face.
They not even together.
At the moment. Again, like the Mello and Lala thing. She's fucking and other bitches is fucking. They not together on camera.
Well, that's because the camera is always him with another shorty. How is he supposed to be with her? He always with somebody else.
And then remember, he fucked
a trainer or something like that.
No, well, that's another. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I'm talking
that
about
one of her friends, wasn't it?
It's the young one friend.
Jordan. He fucked Jordan Woods, didn't he?
Yeah, whoever Jordan Woods.
One of the younger Kardashians, like one of the Jenner sisters' friends.
Yeah, he was fucking her, and she be in the house with them. That nigga crazy. He said, you trying to go in the back room real quick?
He's moving about as diabolical as Adam Levine naming your baby after your side chick.
No, that's nasty. Adam Levine, fuck.
Adam Levine.
I always thought he was an upstanding gentleman.
Adam Levine, a Clout Hooper for real.
He only sing for bitches. That confirmed it.
That's the only reason.
That confirmed it. Moving like that. How you gonna name? You should be. I know you can't just hit people. Right, I know that's
he deserved one. He needs his ass whooped for that.
Sometimes somebody just need to get their.
It's like that comic of Superman holding on to the group of superheroes trying to all save the shorty, which Superman could just fly. Yeah, it's like Superman need his ass whooped for this.
Yeah, sometimes
you need your ass whooped for something.
Adam Levine is one of them because that's just unnecessary, diabolical shit.
Could have named that kid anything in the world.
You gonna name him after your side joint, bro?
You could have named her anything in the world.
Anything. You could have gave her your name, Adam. You could have called her Adam, and it would have been better than naming her after your side joint. Adam Levine is another Clout Hooper, even though he don't play basketball. Who else?
If he did, it would be for the Clout.
It would be for the Clout, definitely. Oh, Zion Williamson. We know Zion is a multitude of things. He played basketball.
Why Dallas, bro? Why Dallas, bro?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Dallas is just a real nice city, you know. Just why Dallas, bro?
Zion hoops for food.
Which, speak of Dallas, that one shorty that plays for Dallas. Oh my God,
what shorty?
Sabali or whatever.
She's so beautiful. She whooped my ass on 2K before. I was gonna do a video.
Her sister
about
pretty
that.
too.
Her sister, yeah, they both bad.
Yeah, they both. These WNBA shorties be
I'm
fine.
not gonna do that.
I don't give a fuck if a shorty 6'6". I ain't gonna lie. I'll climb the tree.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all men be scared. It be insecure about the fact that these women be taller than you. Beautiful is beautiful, damn it.
You know what I don't
Liz Kane bitches 7. You know what? I'm done. I ain't even good.
You know what I don't
Anyway.
get? Why do niggas be like, oh, I wouldn't date? Or I've never even heard a nigga say that, first of all. But women be saying, oh, men be intimidated by them because they taller. What niggas is you around? I'm turned.
I know of you.
First of all,
That
I always say I don't want no more kids. If a 6'8" shorty wanted to, we going straight to the league, baby. We going straight to the league.
No, I know a few that will be like, nah, I can't date no woman taller than me, and I'm like,
you've heard niggas say that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty.
Like,
Y'all
I gotta
tweaking.
feel like I'm the man, and I'm like, I still feel like I'm the man because I am. Now, babe, get that off the top shelf for me.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm gonna
Shorty, the brand name Fruit Loops is on the top shelf.
You know I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's at the top. If you love me for real, get the Cinnamon Toast.
You think I'm about to sit here and climb grocery store shelves?
Look dumb as hell
as a grown ass man?
Yeah, when your girl could go grab them. Come on.
As a grown ass man, if you could look yourself in the mirror and say you would rather try to climb a grocery shelf than have your tall girlfriend grab it for you, get some therapy, bruh.
Let us know in the comments down below why you feel like
you can't date a taller woman.
Yeah, because
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
If you have
you
kids,
telling me Candace Parker too tall for you?
That's what I'm
slap
saying.
the shit out you. Sometimes people just need their ass whooped. That's one of them times. Candace Parker too big for you? All right, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and Candace Parker, you actually got a chance because her first nigga she married was ugly as shit.
Oh, Sheldon Williams or Sheldon
when
Williams.
I seen that nigga, I said, oh, I got a chance. I'm locked in. I was in high school. I said, oh, yeah, as soon as I turn 18, she going with this nigga. Fuck you, but now she's married to a beautiful young lady, so.
Well, we always knew Candace like both teams. It was.
Well, no, I'm saying she upgraded.
Oh, yeah.
No, she did.
Ugly. No, she did upgrade.
Sheldon ugly as fuck. Something wrong with Buddy.
That's great.
Nah, something wrong with Buddy. It's great. I don't know what she was thinking fucking with that nigga, bro.
Hey, baby, you're just a real good dude, man.
He could be.
And he could hoop. He was good. He was NBA level, like good enough to make it to the league.
Yeah, he was good enough to make it to the league.
Which, by any average bum standards is a superstar.
Because when you said he could hoop, I was like, wow. But he did.
I'm about to say Brian Scalabrine is closer to LeBron than I am to Brian Scalabrine. So,
And he did make it to the NBA. And he played for I think he played maybe a decade, maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah,
he did play.
On the team, so yeah, okay.
Somebody thought he was good enough to stick around, I guess.
Yes.
I ain't never been in the league.
He's a Clout Hooper.
I've never been in the league. I don't know what to tell you.
Sheldon Williams definitely a Clout Hooper. You got with Candace Parker, had a kid with her, and somehow was able to maintain in the NBA. And you an ugly nigga.
He had to. Yeah, he was trying to hoop. He was hooping for his life. He was like
he was hooping for his life. I wonder if he'd be tight going over to the crib. He'd be like,
she's still playing this shit.
He like, damn, this bitch took my bitch.
No, that's crazy. No, that's crazy.
Damn.
No, that's crazy. He got to go to therapy.
That nigga be tight.
He got to go to therapy.
They be like, oh, what's up, Sheldon? The girl, the other shit. She's like, what's up, Sheldon? He like, what's up?
He like, oh, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
She's like, I'm good.
Where
She's like,
the
you
kids
all right?
at?
She asked Candace, what's wrong with Sheldon? Every time I talk to him, Candace like, oh, I don't know.
He never act like that around me.
I don't know what's up with him, man. Sheldon, get some help, man. It's okay.
As soon as she leave the room, he all like happy and smiling. It's just him and the little ones. He having a grand time.
Then she come in. She like, oh, Sheldon, would you like something to eat? I could grab you something to eat. He like, nah, I'm good. She's like, okay. Sheldon, you don't gotta move like that, bro. He not even mad Candace still hooping. He mad Shorty took his girl. Oh, nah.
So
Sheldon, man.
Clout Hooper extraordinaires.
Back to Clout Hooper
the backcourt of the Washington Wizards.
Oh, yeah. These are the poster boys of Clout Hooper because you know they don't give a fuck about winning. Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. The most, as far as Clout Hooping goes, this is the best duo you could have put together as far as Clout Hooping. If you want to win games, no. They were down 20. If I can find a clip, I'll put it in here. Angel, they were down 20.
And they threw the off the backboard lob to Jordan Poole threw the off the backboard lob to Kuzma. He dunked that shit.
The lead down to 19. Oh my God. Them niggas is funny. And then, please, Wizards. I know he's a young player. I know you just got him, but please. Free Denny. Get him the fuck out of there, bro. He's suffering.
He's tired of them
swing
already.
On Jordan Poole.
He's tired. And Jordan Poole better not lose. Because if he does, it's good.
Denny's gonna work him. Because I think Denny's more angry than Jordan Poole is. That just off the strength, he gonna be like, I gotta watch you dribble for 20 seconds every possession. And they doubling you. I'll be open. You're not Steph Curry, nigga.
You think you 30? You not him?
You not 30.
You not
nigga.
30, bruh.
You call Draymond a backpack, nigga. You a copycat. You're not doing a good job. Denny, multiple play. You should see how he be looking at Jordan Poole.
Oh, he do.
He be like, I hate this nigga, bro. I know Denny hate that nigga. It was an inbound play. It was Jordan Poole and Kuzma. Jordan Poole gave up the bucket, first of all. He gave up the person scored on Jordan Poole. Denny caught the ball and was about to inbound it. He was looking to see, he seen Jordan Poole and Kuzma, and he was looking to see if somebody else was coming. And Kuzma and Poole started yelling at Denny, like, what the fuck are you doing right here? Like, clapping and shit. And Kuzma's like, give him the ball. Give Poole the ball. And Denny was just like, here. And then ran back. Like, you can see him like, fuck.
He like, I don't want to be here no more.
He like, I'm giving it to him to dribble for 24 seconds? What the you not James Harden, nigga. Stop. At least Harden pass.
Harden just let the league get assists.
Yeah, like at least Harden move the ball, nigga. You not even doing that. And then another play, JP was getting doubled by Denny's man. Denny was wide the fuck open. JP dribbled out to the three, sidestep, fade away three. He made the shot, but Denny was just like, oh my God, this motherfucker.
Nah, did you see the little lazy ass three he took where he like put it behind his back, leisurely walked to the 3-point line, turned around and airballed?
I thought KP blocked. He didn't block that. I thought KP blocked it.
Oh, either way, it was crazy.
Either way, it was just so lazy and lackluster.
Yeah, it was so like, oh, I'm chilling. Let me just.
And then KP blocked it. Or airball would be even worse. At least KP would have blocked it. That make more sense. And then Kuzma just all in. He's all in with it. The shenanigans. He doesn't give a fuck.
Kuzma don't care.
And the worst part about it all is they both have championships, so they have zero motivation to improve.
They don't care. They've already won a chip.
They
just
both
want to get
already have
hoes.
championships on the backs of great players, by the way.
They just want to get hoes and get money, and that's it.
And me and Angel was talking in messages, the Wizards, to sell more tickets, because they're not going to do anything, obviously, they should go all the way with the Clout Hoopers and get as many as they can. Tristan Thompson, he's out. He's not doing anything. Washington got hoes. He like, I never fucked hoes in Washington before.
He definitely has. He definitely has. As much as he cheats. Tristan done cheated in every NBA city.
Let me rephrase.
He's played
I
in.
haven't fucked hoes in Washington in a while.
In a while? He's like, yeah, we didn't play. He's like, yeah, I played for the Lakers. We didn't play for Washington.
Yeah,
last
so
year.
we'll go back. We'll run it up.
He's like, yeah, them Denver shorty was going crazy, though.
This nigga in the finals. In the conference finals, fucking hoes. That's why they lost. Who else on here they could get? They could get Tristan Thompson. Melo's not doing anything. Zion. They could make a move for Zion. And then at the very least, they could be a playing team.
They might as well go get Kelly Oubre.
Kelly Oubre. No, but Kelly Oubre, I feel like he's not really Clout Hooper. I think we make him a Clout Hooper.
Because he light skin with long hair.
And bitches like him. He really be trying to hoop. Like, he really wants to win. But every time somebody see him, they be like, oh, he just a Clout Hooper. Because he look like one. But he not. Like, you send him to the Wizards, him and Kuzma's going to fight. He's going to beat the shit out of him.
He's like, bro, how do you do it?
Yeah, he like, bro, I don't know.
He's like, I'm trying to get out of here.
I'm trying to get out of here. He like, I know one thing. Kuzma tell me passing the ball again, I'm knocking that nigga the fuck out. Straight up. Then he like, if you swing on him, I'll swing on JP. Oh God. God.
They beat the fuck out of two of them in practice.
Oh, he like, oh God, Kelly.
He's like, as long as you whoop one, I got the other.
Yeah, if you hit, because you know JP gonna try to help him, I'll beat the shit out of JP. He like, oh, on my country, I'll beat the shit out of JP. I know I could beat JPS. He called Draymond. He like, so what did he say? What did you do? You just like Draymond like, what are you talking about? He like, my bad, never mind. You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. Hang up. Draymond like, Denny from the Wizards just called me.
He had practice. He told his stuff. He like, Denny, whatever.
Yeah, he just called. He said, "What did you do?" He's like, and I was like, "What do you mean?" And then he said I wouldn't get it, and he hung up. Clay like, "Oh, I know what that is." I know what that is.
Steph at first. Steph like, bro, I don't know. That sounds weird as hell.
Clay like, "Oh, I know
what he did.
I know what he on. He about to beat the shit out of Poole."
Clay like, I've seen that.
Yeah, I seen that.
I've seen this before.
I remember when you beat the shit out of Poole. Now, if Jordan Poole get knocked the fuck out by Denny, he's the problem. You're the problem at that point because now 2 teammates beat the shit out you. Yeah, you're the problem at that point. It's you. But I think that's my theory. I think the Wizards should go all in and just look around, get Clout Hoopers, get some YouTubers on. I think
we should check how long this video is. God damn,
it's about to be 2 hours, bro. It's just like a 2-hour video.
It is like a 2-hour video.
And we'll close out on this: the Clout Hoopers, who's already a Clout Hooper team, the Hornets. Well, they're more criminals than anything, but they like clout at the same time. LaMelo Ball, who came into the league as a Clout Hooper. You got what's buddy name? The little short, dark skinned nigga.
Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier, he's a Clout Hooper. You could just tell from how he play. He might not be like social media clout, but it's something. It's just something that just says Clout Hooper. Book Night, criminal. Miles Bridges, criminal. And a rapper. A criminal and a rapper. On top of that, drill rapper, I don't understand.
Miles Bridges do rap like he trying to get out the league.
Yeah, he raps like he's trying to get out the league. Who else they got?
Like the league is the trenches or something. He
trying to get out. The only nigga that's not like that at the moment is the nigga they just drafted, Miller. Brandon Miller. Yeah,
he have a charge pending?
He's a criminal. Fuck.
Did he have a charge against him?
He
It was like he might be going to jail or something.
He gave somebody a blick.
And then the blick
got used to kill somebody.
Yeah, so they were like trying to get him on like conspiracy to murder somebody or something, like getting him to be like an accessory to murder because he gave him the weapon or something crazy like shit like that.
The Hornets are what the Grizzlies last year thought they was.
Real criminals.
Them niggas is real criminals because half the team got some type of pending charge.
Or has
a charge or have done something or will have a charge. All right, y'all. This has been another episode of the 3 on PLAXtv. I'm going to just call this the 3 podcast for today. I'm definitely going to have Angel back to talk about some more shit. We went from talking about actual, moves in the next 2 years to Clout Hoopers to jokes. We hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ding that notification bell so you know every time I drop a video. And most of all, yeah, baby. All right, y'all. Peace out.
Yeah.
It's the 3 on PLAXtv.
Oh.